Y'all know what time it is. This is the weekend before Super Bowl 60. This is Swiper. You know I got Trey with me. Shout out to everybody that is a consistent member of the Pressbox community that shows up every single week to do their job and doesn't just come when his team is winning. I know we have a special guest today. Ron is in the house, as is Seattle Seahawks are getting ready to take on who are they playing in the Super Bowl? Broncos.
Anybody?
Nah, it's like
the Patriots.
I just know we at Levi Stadium. That's all I know.
The Patriots are playing in the Super Bowl. This is going to be a very fun episode. Cannot wait to get into it. Y'all know what time it is. Make sure y'all continue to tap in with us, Splash Sports. If you want to make sure you're winning some money and you want to play the best DFS game out there, Splash Sports is for you. You don't play against the house. You play against other fans. You don't even need a perfect card either. What you got to do is tap in with Splash Sports, get your picks in. We're going to give you our quick picks for Super Bowl Sunday, probably a little bit later on in the week. That way we give you some time to find your own. But, y'all, this is the greatest platform that you can join. You know Players Choice and Splash has the best relationship going in the world. Y'all, continue to tap in. You got to be 18 or older to play, 21 or older to play, Matthews, Iowa, Arizona, Louisiana, 19 or older to play in Alabama, Virginia, terms apply, paid partnership. Come run it with Players Choice on Splash Sports and turn those picks into real cash prizes. Y'all know what it is. What's up, Bama? How you feeling today, bro?
What's up, Swiper?
Y'all, how we feeling, y'all? Hating on who?
You know who was in the Super Bowl. It wasn't the Broncos.
Oh, I mean, I forgot the G League Patriots are in the Super Bowl. My bad.
Team that made you crash out, huh?
Ron, no, I ain't crash out. Ron, how you feeling? How you feeling, bro? You know, this is your day. This is your day today. Some of us have believed since the start of the playoffs. My
day is next Sunday. It's not today. You know, I'm mellow today. I just came up here to kick it with the fellas.
I like that.
How you feeling?
Granted, I still brought my chain though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still brought my chain. Don't play.
Okay.
But I'm chilling though. I'm chilling.
That's what's up.
That's good. That's good. Super Bowl next week. It's gonna be good.
Can't wait to see it. Yeah.
Okay, Trent, would you call yourself excited for the Super Bowl? You look kind of meh on the energy level.
It's cool. Like,
what you mean it's cool?
Like, it's 2-2 because I think y'all gonna win. Like,
okay.
Just like simple as it. That's simple as it is. So, I think it's gonna be a good game though. But I think y'all should win though. So, it's what it is.
Y'all is in the Seahawks or the Patriots?
You said what?
Y'all is in the Patriots?
Nah, I'm talking about Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Seattle should win the Super Bowl. They should win.
Bully, y'all could lose. Sam Darnold could turn into a pumpkin. He could turn into
Trent. He's saying that Sam Darnold could turn into playoff Drake May. Is what he said.
Oh my goodness! How many times y'all gonna do this with Sam Darnold? How many times he got to prove?
I can't even do that, bro. We
can't hear you, Trey.
How many times do he have to prove to y'all that he could play?
Oh no, you know Sam Darnold, one of them quarterbacks. He up under the suspect spotlight until he not. You feel me? Like you just gotta
play the MVP head to head.
Right, I was just about to say that. Like, dude, last week wasn't enough. What he did last week, that wasn't enough.
We cannot hear you, bro.
You can't hear him. I hear him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I hear Trey.
Yeah, we all hear him.
Go ahead, Trey.
No, I was saying that Sam Darnold played good last week. He proved he actually just played good. He played exceptional last week.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. We can't. It doesn't make sense how we still using that one game from last year. He played bad, but when he keeps winning and he just outplayed the MVP
because he one of them QBs, he got to make the suspect allegations. It make perfect sense because a lot of the times, like Baker Mayfield, we let them off the hook too quick and they revert back to them pumpkin cells.
But this
one, that's who he reverted right back to. Baker Mayfield throwed you up out of the season. You would have been in the playoffs too, unless he reverted back to himself. Now, I'll probably say Seattle has a better situation than the Buccaneers, probably like top-down organization, coaching, all of that different type of stuff. But at the same time, no, them type of quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff, Sam Darnold, there's a few other mid-bowls out there, Daniel Jones, like they up under the suspect spotlight until they not. Like now, if Sam Darnold win this Super Bowl, he look good. All right, cool, bro. I still want to see it again because Sam Darnold was doing this before he ran into Kyle Shanahan. Like he was on a downward trait, almost up out of the league, finna go play XFL. He played them 3 games with Kyle Shanahan where he looked like a competent quarterback, and the Vikings gambled on him. Granted, another great situation to be in. KOC, Addison, Justin Jefferson. So he flourished very well in that system. They had a good run game.
What does that mean?
Then you went from one great system.
Right, Swiper, what does that mean?
All I'm hearing is that if you have competent head coaching, competent offensive pieces, you can play good quarterback.
And my thing is, like, again, you can't use the one game when he played bad, and in the games where he's playing good in the playoffs, you just brushing it to the side and only bringing up the one bad game that he played. That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
Because that was the last time we saw him play in the playoffs. Was
okay, well,
the Vikings.
This year he's been good.
Exactly.
He's been good in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
The first playoff game, he didn't have to do nothing.
Swiper could have played quarterback that game.
Swiper could have played that game. No, he didn't have to do nothing.
You talking about the bye week that he led us to?
No.
You talking about the bye week?
You talking about
no, against the 49ers.
Hey, but I'm saying though, like he led his team to a bye week. You know, it was only 2 quarterbacks that did, but you know, like I thought that winning was a quarterback stat.
Yeah, for Bama.
Man.
Bama.
You know,
yeah.
How many quarterbacks do you know, Mr. Bama, that won 14 games and then turned around and won 14 games again?
Mm-hmm.
I thought winning was a quarterback stat, though.
Mm-hmm.
But the guys that did win 14 games, Jared Goff, Sam Darnold, they look bad. They last games they played in the playoffs. They look real bad.
Last year?
Because you got to go up. So a thing is, if she swipe up, a lot of the times, bro, this is like, you know what I'm saying, relationships. You can't go past your history. You can ignore your history, but that's attached to you for the rest of your life. So the Sam Darnold, I remember in the playoffs, biggest game on the stage, him and Jared Goff were the worst performing quarterbacks in the playoffs last year. Again, I get it. The situation is perfect. I'm not saying that y'all a bad team. I'm not saying that y'all a bad team, dog, at all. That's not what I'm saying. But at the same time, all I'm saying, Sam Darnold, the ginger, the black man,
what
he has to show me, bro.
Okay,
because
so you feel more confident? Do you feel more confident in Drake May or Sam Darnold right now?
I don't know, bro. Like, it's gonna be a good game.
See.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like Trent just think it's gonna be an easy game, bro. It's gonna be a back and forth game, bro.
But no. But answer that question because you know damn well Sam Darnold has looked way better than Drake May this play.
Drake May showed a lot against Denver, bro.
What he showed?
He didn't.
He showed a lot of grit, bro. He showed a lot of grit. Yes, bro. Every game is not going to be pretty.
Oh my gosh, man! I've never seen bad.
That's what I said, bro. For him to, for this Negro to have been for this dude right here to have been a linebacker, bro. He act like a diva, bro. Like that's just.
I don't
nuts,
care.
Bro.
That all insults mean. By the way, I want everybody to realize. Every time Bama's making a bad point, he insults you. Every single time.
No,
I don't care. I don't. It doesn't bother me one bit. No, but the thing is, I'm certified. I'm
saying you the Carl Anthony Towns of linebackers.
That's good. Carl Anthony Towns is an all-NBA player. And again, I don't do the silly, dumb Carl Anthony Towns. He's gay jokes because he's clearly not, and he's also an elite player who's going to be a near Hall of Famer one day. So that also doesn't make me feel away. I would rather not be Bama. Every time Bama gets proven wrong, he gets emotional and he calls people names or says they're TikTok highlight watchers. That you just insulted me because you just insulted me because I'm saying and Trent's saying and Trey's saying Drake May been garbage in the playoff, but you're like, oh, I think he showed grit,
bro.
Like because every game, what do you mean he showed grit? He punted the
ball the whole last 4 drives. They punted on every drive. They didn't get in the red zone once. They didn't get in the red zone one time.
The only touchdown that they had is literally because of a layup because Jared Stidham threw the ball backwards. Outside of that, and he had 2 good runs. Come on, bro. That grit shit you showing, that shit sounds good. You sound good.
You talking about 2 good runs, Trent. When did the runs come to ice?
Yeah, it came. The one became like an ice first half.
Game.
The second one was to ice the game. That doesn't mean he ain't been on shit. The fact that you talking about
every game. So what I'm trying to tell y'all,
2 runs shows grit.
What I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, it wasn't perfect situations, bro. Every game is not going to be a shoot. Because see, this is where y'all annoy me.
Y'all asking for whoa, Trent, no, Bama, no. Trent, and Ron, did he just say the week before last when Sam Darnold played versus the 49ers, he didn't do anything? So Sam Darnold didn't show no grit?
That's what
he didn't make timely throws. He didn't make plays when he needed to make them and trust his team to do the job versus a much better team.
And Garth said it.
You keep lying. Just lie. You just keep lying. Everybody listen to you.
Y'all just cut people off. Y'all just cut people off and try to jump people like the Blues Sisters. Again, another insult.
Another
You're gonna get them all day.
Another insult.
If you don't let me talk,
talk football. Stop. Then talk football. Make a football point.
I'm trying to talk football, Medea, but you just keep
talk football. More insults. More insults. Talk
maybe this is
football.
what you want. Maybe
stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Try to explain to me why Drake May has played well despite all of the numbers telling you the opposite. Go ahead.
Okay, because again, every time I try to talk to y'all about football, y'all talk to it on the standpoint of we're in a dome and they're supposed to throw for 400 yards. What I know, every football game is a different game. Every game is not going to be 45-40. Every game is not going to be a chance for you to throw for 500 yards. So what we saw Sunday versus them in the snow, where each possession is very crucial. Every possession is very crucial because it is a 10-7 game. It is a one-score game. So everything we do is magnified.
It was 7-7.
Now, granted, he couldn't throw the ball. He was missing some passes. But that may be due to the elements. It was clear in the first half. Out there.
It was clear in the first half. We keep lying. Why are we lying? There was no snow in the first 2.5 quarters.
How many quarters is it in a football game?
There was no snow in the first 2.5 quarters of the game. He had 41 passing yards in the first half with no snow.
How many quarters?
No. There was 41 passing yards in the first half with no snow, and he missed every third down. He missed every third down throw he needed to make in the first half.
Yo, was every possession not crucial for the Seattle Seahawks too?
When?
Last game. Fucking Rams.
Again, what I told you. This is our first time seeing Drake May. When we saw Sam Darnold, his career was on a downward slope. When he went to the Vikings and had that one good year, he finished it off with vintage Sam Darnold. So again, him as a quarterback is not a scratch on the team. I'm going to say it again. It's not a scratch on the team. But with Sam Darnold, what I am not going to do is anoint them and do what y'all be doing and be ready to put Justin Herbert top 2 and all of this. No, all I'm saying is, unfortunately, due to how his season has started off, how his career has started off, Sam Darnold is one of those quarterbacks that has to show me first. And has to show me.
And this is why
he just has to show me.
And this is another reason why this Patriots Super Bowl run is Mickey as fuck. Because literally, if they would have lost to the Texans the way how Drake May played, Ben will be talking about Drake May the way you're doing Sam Darnold right now. You will exactly be talking like that. But no, CJ Stroud played the worst quarterback on earth. They won, and then they got blessed to go in the AFC Championship versus Jarrett Stidham. He plays like that again, and they won, and now they in the Super Bowl. Versus somebody like Sam Darnold, who just went. I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather have a nigga outplaying the MVP than showing grit. And even then, Matthew Stafford still showed
guard. I'm not mad at that. They both have to show you, but what they're mad at is me saying that Sam Darnold has to show me. Like that's what they're mad at. All it is just they're just nitpicking right now. Instead of just being like, all right, bro, I see what you're saying.
You're the one that's nitpicking. Make sure if you use terminology, you apply it correctly. Bama, make sure when you use terminology, you apply it correctly. You're nitpicking Sam Darnold for one game. Your entire argument is built on Sam Darnold from last year with another team in another situation in one game. That's your entire argument. From last year versus another team on playing on another team. He played with the Vikings, and now he's playing. No, it's not his Carfax. But Trey. He's saying Sam Darnold's Carfax from. Let me make. I might be slow. He's saying Sam Darnold's Carfax is back from last year, one game in the playoff. But Drake May's Carfax from this year in 3 games in the playoffs doesn't matter. Because sometimes you can't throw for 400 yards in a playoff game and in a win.
Saying that. Don't throw for 86.
Yeah, and he showed grit. And because he showed grit.
So Bama, who do
you think is a better postseason performer to this point, considering all games? Drake May or Sam Darnold?
You could just say Sam Darnold, but it still does not change what I'm saying about my point with Sam Darnold. He has to show me.
I don't know.
I just think the 2 games that he's played has been good, but Bama, your initial point though, I'm not really too mad at it. Like, I'm to be honest, as a Seahawks fan, Brock Purdy got busy against us. Buddy, who was in the MVP race, Matt Stafford got busy against us. I'm not just gonna write Drake May off just because he had 2 bad games. We in Levi Stadium, all that snow shit is gone.
No,
He could bounce back, and like he could come out. I don't got him going crazy against us, but like our secondary that's kind of our biggest concern. Our D line's good, our linebacking core's good. He could pick on Ty Okada. He could pick on Tariq Woolen. He could pick on Julian Love. He gonna leave Spoon out of it, but like he could pick on our secondary. So like that's really their only shot, if you ask me. It's not gonna be the run game. It's gonna be a Drake May get a couple deep bombs. So like I'm not just overlooking Drake May, especially after the season he had. Like he did put up an MVP caliber season, right?
Yeah, I was like, I'm not overlooking him either. I just think it's to the time that we should not bring up the Sam Darnold shit. Because I don't feel like, I don't know. I feel like that shit kind of died. Like once you saw what he did versus the Rams, going band for band. It
don't until he hoists up a Super Bowl. Again,
that's not how that works. It
is how it works, because if it's not how it works, if it's not how it worked, bro, y'all was putting Baker Mayfield in these top 5 conversations, MVP conversations.
Who put him in the top 5 conversation?
MVP conversations that he shouldn't have been in, and then he fell off the map.
Wait, time out, pause. And like the first 6 games of the year,
off the map.
How wasn't he not in the MVP?
Jared Goff loses Ben Johnson. Fell off the map.
I'm not gonna lie. Nobody in this chat.
No, he didn't actually.
Come on, pause.
That's another lie. Why do we have to lie? Jared Goff played well this year.
That too. And number 2, anybody in the chat knows I never had Baker in the top 5. But in the first 6 games in the season, everybody was saying Baker Mayfield had a case of being the MVP because he was balling. Plus, our whole team was hurt. So he rightfully so had to already be in the conversation. Nigga, you was even saying that. So the fact that you trying to flip,
I still called him Butter Mayfield.
It doesn't matter. You will still
called him Butter Mayfield.
So what is that? What is that saying? That doesn't.
I told you. I said I got to see it to believe it. I've never been quick with y'all. Just anointing.
No. But Swiper, you said he brought up a point talking about
Baker. Okay, well, if we're doing that, Baker May had 43 touchdowns the year before. And was literally in the MVP conversation.
It doesn't make any sense. Literally, it
don't. Look at his Carfax. How he started off with the oh man, Carfax, bro.
Like what the fuck?
Carfax was bad, bro. You had Prime Jarvis, Landry, and
Trey, you remember Madden from back in the day, the squiggly lines. Bama is like you're seeing squiggly lines constantly. You just keep moving your argument. The Carfax he has multiple years of very good QB play and obviously MVP conversation in 24.
Yeah, like 37.
And Jared Goff had and by the way, Jared Goff falling off the mat. Let me see. Let me make sure I got these numbers correctly. Let me make sure I look at this.
Just because they didn't make the playoffs. What is he saying?
Yeah, right Jared Goff this season. Let me see what he had. Let me see what he did to fall off without Ben Johnson this year. Jared Goff
making the playoffs.
Season. Oh wow, 4,564 passing yards. 34 TDs, 8 interceptions, and also Bama loves QB rating, a 105.5 QB rating. That's falling off.
I don't look. Hey, man, I don't care about none of them stats that y'all be bringing.
Don't.
I could on the tape. What I see when I see that tape, boy.
Obviously not, because you said Drake May showed grit, and so therefore that's why he played well.
He did.
Missed every throw he needed to make, but sure.
I mean it grit. Hey. Sometimes it don't happen for you like that. Sometimes it don't happen.
It happened for Sam Darnold in the playoff game this year. You said you still don't.
Instead of Drake May folding,
he did fold.
Instead of him folding,
no, he did fold.
Do with his legs.
He did fold. He was playing. This is why, and Trey, you see why I didn't want the Patriots to win that game.
That shit is weak. That's really not a quarterback.
I'm sorry, bro. Like this is dumb, so bad. By the way, and then again, Ron, just so you know why you don't want to be on his side. He said after Bo Nix went out and outgunned Josh Allen and threw for 308 total yards and 3 touchdowns, had a touchdown drop.
Outgunned Josh Allen.
He said, hold on, no, sorry, Trent. Ron, he said he was okay. He was okay. It was
because Josh Allen had 4 turns. Listen here.
What does that got to do with how Bo Nix played?
Outgunning someone is what Nick Foles did with Tom Brady. Bo Nix played? That is outgunning someone. You mean the best passer?
What did Bo Nix not do to hoop that game?
That's all.
No, Bama, you're just avoiding the question. You're not, Bama. You're bad at this. You're bad at this. Hey, Ron, this is why he can never be in PCL. He doesn't listen.
No,
again, I'm asking
PCL because you would have to let me get a point across.
Bo Nix not hoop
You
in that
have to
game?
let me get a point across.
No, because you're making bad points and not addressing the actual point.
But this is what I'm saying is I don't even care about the Broncos. Y'all not in it. Take this L. All I'm saying
we're talking football. These are things you said.
All I'm saying is,
yeah, bro, he's nasty, bad arguments. He doesn't listen. He gets emotional. He calls people names instead of just doing his job and talking about the football game. How in the world are you saying that Bo Nix played mid and Drake May showed grit, even though he missed every third down throw he needed to make in that game? And in the first half, when there was no snow, he was garbage.
Let me get through fucking this violin up real quick. You done? Okay.
No, Bama, you're just not good at this, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All I'm just saying is my original point. When you said he outgunned Josh Allen, I told you Josh Allen did not play the best game of his career, of his playoff career. He turned the ball over 4 times. In my book, outgunning someone who was great on Josh Allen's level, right, is what Nick Foles did with Tom Brady when they won the Super Bowl. Tom Brady passed for 500 yards, 4 touchdowns, didn't turn the ball over, and he still won the game. That is outgunning someone right there. Like, because the greatest passer in the playoffs this year, can we agree? Can we agree that we said the reason why we thought the Bills would go get to the Super Bowl is because Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the playoffs by far this year? Okay, he had one of his worst playoff performances in his playoff history.
Yeah.
If he did not have that game, we already said it. If he only had 2 turnovers, y'all don't win that game. So how can you come to me and say Bo Nix outgunned Josh Allen when he had one of the worst turnover performances?
So Trent, the good thing about, I think, when you go to school, as you've gone through, and like you learn how to do critical reasoning, you know how to stay on topic. Because the original point was he said Bo Nix with all the way, and Trent watched the game. And Trey watched the game. And Ron, I think, watched the game. He works a lot. So I don't know if you watched the game. You got a whole businesses and brick and mortars, all kind of stuff. I don't know if you watched that game. He said that Bo Nix in that game was mid. Am I lying, Trent?
He said that bullshit.
He said he was mid, even though he had a great game. So I'm saying, how then do you not take your same criticism of Bo and say he was mid in the game in which he played great, in which Bo Nix and then Drake May was objectively bad, and you said he showed grit? You realize that if he played like that and he had a starting quarterback on the other side, he wouldn't be in the Super Bowl right now. And then therefore you wouldn't be criticizing.
You don't know that.
You would be criticizing.
We don't know that.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
We don't, bro. We don't know that.
Yes, you do. If Bo Nix plays last week, they don't win. They literally don't win.
You could say that from the outcome of hindsight 2020, but we know if you add a different player in there, that equals a different outcome, a different phenomena. Bro, this is chess,
You know the different outcome would be, bro. Drake May sitting his ass home in the playoffs.
Okay.
Again, bro.
That's what I'm saying. A whole bunch of ills because again, I can say that. I can say if Bo Nix played, Drake May doesn't have the game he had.
How does that work,
bro? No, that
how does that work?
Y'all are so dumb
because more opportunity.
How does that work?
So Drake's playing against the same defense in that game.
Drake May will play how? Nigga, does Drake May play corner? I mean, does Bo Nix play corner, nigga?
No. How this goes, right? So for instance, the type of game what it was and how Drake May was playing. Drake May was responding to the situations that he was in. If he was in a different situation where they were scoring, like for instance, when Stidham scored that touchdown, what Drake May go down there and do? He ended up scoring the touchdown, and he ended up getting.
No, he didn't.
He literally did not.
He didn't
score that drive.
The only touchdown they scored.
So before halftime, the game wasn't tied up.
Bro, this nigga is a
y'all niggas.
The only reason stupid. The only reason why the only reason why the Patriots scored points is because Jarrett Stidham, dumbass, threw that ball backwards and they had a fumble and they called it was a 12-yard touchdown drive. If that's what you want to say, he did. Cool, bro. But don't say he nutted up and drove down the field to score because
that wasn't the next drive either. After they scored that.
What are you saying? This is why I be saying, y'all niggas, you're lying.
It's not lying.
The only Patriots,
y'all are just
the only
Patriots
touchdown that they scored.
Again, if it was a situation where Bo Nix was there and he was scoring touchdowns, Drake May would have matched it. That's all I'm saying.
Why?
What makes you think that?
What makes you think that? So wait.
Swiper, he didn't even match Jarrett Stidham. He barely matched that nigga. How are we saying this? He barely matched Jarrett Stidham. But when the starting quarterback who just outplayed Josh Allen, who's a way better quarterback than Jarrett Stidham, he's going to match his play automatically?
I think Stidham outplayed him, honestly.
How does that
You can't
work?
turn the ball over and outplay somebody that didn't turn the ball over.
How does that work? Please tell me
How does that
He almost
work?
threw a pick six on the first throw of the game.
Almost. Did he throw it?
Oh my gosh, man.
This hurt.
What I've realized is that
what did happen?
Result,
Jared Stidham did throw the ball.
What I do realize is that results for a lot of people that look at sports a certain way. A lot of people like Bama, results matter more than process every single time, because I think the issue is when people actually win, and the Patriots fans that are in the chat, like Hakeem and them, are saying Trenton Swiper being nasty. Because if people win, that gets rid of all the process of leading up to how teams perform and how players played. Because the issue is, on the other end, is that Sam Darnold played well in the first game. He just didn't have to do a lot. And then Sam Darnold was excellent in the NFC Championship, and he had to do everything. And Bama's saying, well, what about the time last year on another team in another situation which he didn't play well? So I'm holding that against Sam Darnold. But Drake May, with 3 bad performances, one abysmal performance, hey, he showed grit. And I trust Drake May more than I trust Sam Darnold, even though we have in the last 4 weeks 3 games to look at for Drake May.
There you go lying. There you go putting words in my mouth. Again, you got a quarterback that's in year 2. This is year 7 of Sam Darnold. Again, those first
what does that mean?
His first 4 years, first 5 years was suspect, bro. I'm not just going to be like,
nobody's denying that Drake May is not better than Sam Darnold. No, that's nobody's denying that. No,
I don't care what y'all talking about. Again, I'm just getting cut off again before I clear up what I'm saying. I don't care whether you think Drake May is better. I don't care whether you think Sam Darnold is great or whatever the case may be. All I'm saying is Sam Darnold has had way worse years of his career than good. So for me, I need to see him.
That's fine.
That's what I'm quarterback.
I'm like Kobe. At this point, bro, y'all boys got soft hands, bro. You can't control where you go. You cannot control.
Is he a worse player? Kobe missed the playoffs in his prime. Is he a worse player?
Where you go.
Kobe was up 3-1 in the first round and lost the series in his prime. Is he a worse player? No, Bama, you brought up Kobe. Bama, you brought up Kobe. Ron,
Kwame Brown.
You can't control the team.
What?
Wait, now the team matters. Now the team matters. Now the team matters.
You talking about he averaged 36 points that year?
Now the team matters in the conversation.
When the average was 97 points. A nigga averaged 36 points when the league average was 97 points. You talking about that man?
And then he sunk in the playoffs. Yep. And then he lost in the playoffs. Yes. Then he lost in the playoffs. Yes. The great players don't lose in big time moments, I thought.
Move on, bro. We're not even finna talk about Kobe.
Great players don't lose in big time moments. I thought.
Talk about Kobe.
I thought great players don't lose in those big time moments. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you're right. When he has the best team in the league, he won championship. I agree with you. I agree with you. 100%. I agree with you. Absolutely. I think that speaks to the point. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. I'm not gonna lie. You haven't made one salient point the entire day. Everybody is lost. Like y'all remember the meme? You're now dumber for listening to you for the last 20 minutes. This show has been out for 30 minutes, Bama. You haven't made one good point. Not one good point the whole day.
To you,
the whole day.
To you,
like, and then you keep moving it, and then every single time you start losing, you start insulting people based on their intelligence level, or calling them names, or calling them feminine. And I'm saying that's just bad. You're just not good at this. And it's just time to get help. It's time to seek help. We're gonna have a development program with PC. We'll put you in it. Therefore, you can develop your arguments and your takes better, because your takes suck. They're in the garbage. They're in the trash. Because, by the way, same thing. Just so people know, there's a clip circulating right now, Ron. There's a clip circulating right now, Ron, where when we asked him about Indiana versus Georgia, he said that Georgia would have walked Indiana because Alabama had a tough time playing. Alabama had a tough time playing versus Georgia, so therefore Indiana would have a tough time playing versus Georgia. Like, you see how he sounds? He's never consistent. He even thinks Alabama would have beat Indiana. He believes that in his head. So I'm telling you, it's a sickness. It's a sickness.
It's sad, bro. Swiper is sad.
I'm not sad at all. All my points have made sense. We're all rooted in knowledge and information.
You would never be able to beat me in the PCL because you can't.
Because you don't actually talk about anything.
I edit all the clips. Okay, so if
you're not talking about anything.
If it's not all of y'all jumping me at one time, y'all get ethered. First off, you can't stand on your own. I stand on my own. So I'm not scared.
We can't beat you one-on-one.
I'm not scared to go against what the masses say.
What doesn't it mean something that every time Bama talks, 3, 4, or 4 people disagree with him?
That is true. Remember when Kobe shot that clutch jump in Denver in 08, 09, and he had to do the big gorilla running back down court.
Where was that at? Hey, where was that at?
In Denver. Where he from? Where the Blues sister from? Big Blues sister.
Another insult. Again, it's bad. It's bad.
That's what
it's bad.
I stand on my own. I don't have to be here. I don't have to be here agreeing with everybody.
Bama, we're asking you to make good points. Football, bro. You can be disagreed with and make good football points. That's it.
I think Georgia would have beat Indiana. Everybody praising Indiana as the greatest team ever. Cool.
Nobody said that, by the way. Trent didn't say it. Trent didn't say that. J-Rob didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I just said I think Georgia would beat them. Y'all went on the soliloquies about what Alabama did versus.
You think Alabama would have beat Indiana?
That's all y'all.
You said that.
We lost to them. Yes, I'm gonna always ride with my team. Unlike you, I'm loyal, bro. So I don't have to sit here and flip flop all day doing the chat talking about something. I don't respect the Patriots. I'm not gonna give them that win, bro. I'm not finna do that, bro. My team matched up against you. We lost. Whoop-de-doo.
You blame the loss when you lost. They lost 20. They lost 28-3 to Georgia, and they ran -6 rushing yards. He blamed the coaching. He blamed the coaches. He said the coaches are why they lost.
What Swiper wants me to do is,
Bama, we listen to you. We're up here with you every day.
Once my team lose,
I don't understand that.
Come up here and be like, "Oh, y'all know way more football than me because you guessed the outcome of the game." Whatever the case may be, whoop-de-doo. You won't get to go to Alabama.
You got the score correct from the Denver Patriots game. We gave you credit.
It becomes insults to me. Then it becomes insults to me.
Who's insulting you? I gotta
be able to take the insults. I gotta be able to take the insults all day.
What's the insult? Did I call you Medea? When I fire my 38 first, he called earlier coon.
When I pull my 38 out first, chat. This is what everybody do. Oh, bro, you just insult.
Well, I mean, to be fair, to be fair, you know,
they up here jumping me. They don't be realizing the chat. I edit the videos. They be up here. I can say anything.
Everybody knows this. What's this got to do with the
jumping me? They go to jump.
Well, hey, Trent, what was the conversation? What was the conversation when you called earlier coon? What was the lead into that? Was that about Alabama?
Because
that was about Alabama.
So what? So we'll walk it back because we was talking about Alabama football, right? Early and Swiper both went on. Swiper said I played for IoT Tech or some shit. Then Early said, "Oh, you will never be able to get a jersey at Alabama." Oh yeah, Nick Saban met you, but he'll never remember you up here. Swiper talking about something. Yeah, dude, you love Alabama more than I love Baylor, bro. And I worked at Baylor. I could get us in games at Baylor.
I didn't say
you
that.
You can't even do that.
You said
Alabama,
that.
Hey, no. This TikTok clip watching.
No. So what happened?
By the way, Ron, I didn't say that at all. Bama said that to try to up me and say if you got real emotion, then you can get a ticket to Baylor. That's what he said.
Thank you, Q-Ball. He said ICDC College. We weren't even talking about my career. We was just talking about why I like Alabama, bro. We was just talking about why I like Alabama. He was like, "Oh, how do you have allegiance to Alabama?" I was telling him, bro, I got cousins that went to Alabama, played sports, ran track, played football too.
So what's the guy do you call earlier coon?
I ain't gonna lie.
Because when I was telling him about Ricky Smiley, so he was showing me Ricky Smiley. I've known Ricky Smiley my whole life because my first cousins who went to Alabama, Carly and Bree, that's their uncle on their mom's side. So he used to come to the Magic City Classic where we tailgate every year. Chat, if you're from the southeast of America, you know the Magic City Classic is a HBU matchup between Alabama State, Alabama A&M. So all I was saying, like, bro, you showing me somebody? I've been, come on, show me Kevin Hart because we was all flexing. This is when everybody was flexing. I got the Baylor credentials. I know Joakim Noah. This is when y'all was doing all of that shit. So I was like, cool. Since we like pulling cards, I love this game. Swiper, you go get us in a Baylor game when they play a top 5 opponent. Early is go get us in a Funny Man concert. This is going to be press box. This is press box because since we was pulling cards, I said, you go do Baylor first. Early go take us to a Funny Nigga concert, and then I'm going to take us to a Bama game. Since we finna do all the card pulling and Bama, you can't get a jersey here. Swiper was telling me I work for Baylor. Bro, Baylor's surrounded by, what is it, like a pond. It's nice out there in Waco, bro. So you going to take us and show us the football field, bro. The football field on some water. he'll ship Twipe will tell you it's nice out there. So you're gonna take us to a top 5 football game. Press box gonna be live, sponsored by Swiper. Then we go come back with the funny man shit with Earl. Since he got all the connects, he know Richard Pryor, he know all of these niggas, bro. So we finna go to an elite funny man concert. Press box, we all go be there live streaming, and then we're gonna finish it off with a sweet home Alabama. Then we go there. I got you.
Hey Trey, when he gets done with this, can you ask him what's
cool
the guy
with this
doing?
tour.
Anyway, the back
cool
to
with this
what we were
tour.
saying.
He ain't never get to that point.
Bro,
Never
back
about
to
that.
what we were saying. Yeah, bro. We gonna see, bro. We gonna see, bro. We gonna see. Niggas, I feel
just
like
Whole
had to
chat's
remind
confused. I agree.
The chat is
Everybody in the
confused
chat's
because they don't understand where it came from. I just
don't
walked
either.
y'all down.
Have you apologized early for what you said?
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Stop playing with me.
yeah.
See, that's what I said, bro. I just be trying to be the funny guy, bro. Yeah, but y'all just be really want to see the bad side. It's just crazy, bro. It's crazy. You got it.
Now let's talk about this Super Bowl, bro.
I mean,
I feel like we should talk about
confused.
I think we should talk about
nigga.
I think we should talk about the NFL news that's leading up to this week. Bama, can we move on to that? Are we allowed to do that? You good?
Oh, it's up to you. So let me put you.
All right. Todd Monken got hired, by the way, to be the head coach for the Cleveland Browns, and he told Shedeur Sanders upon meeting him that we really wanted to draft you this year, but obviously he was with the Ravens, and he was the OC for the Ravens. If you don't know, Todd Monken has been the OC for the Ravens for the past 3 years, and then Bama, he was at Georgia for 3 years.
Yeah, he was over at Georgia for a couple, I think 2.
As the OC, he was there from 2020 to 2022. He was the offensive coordinator with the Cleveland Browns in 2019. So the thing is, I'm looking for here, Trey and Trent and Bama and Ron, is Todd Monken has obviously got the run game going for Baltimore. They obviously got Henry, but look, they got Quinshon Judkins. They got Sampson, who's a 5th round pick this last year, who's a rookie. They got 2 good rookies in the running back room, and obviously they have a good offensive line. Their receiving core isn't great. Do you think Todd Monken can actually help Shedeur Sanders? Is he going to be the QB1, do you think, coming into next year? Do you like that move for the Cleveland Browns? Do you think they're going to be good?
I don't think it's a horrible hire. I think with the options that were available, I feel like that was really the best they could have done, honestly. But I don't think it's the best. I don't think it's the best hire though for the Browns. I don't think this is going to be organization changing. I don't think it's going to make them too much better or make Shedeur too much better. But it's a decent hire. You know, it's not horrible, but it's not the best. That's kind of how I looked at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good hire. I think it's just a smooth hire. Like nothing else, but it's like the Browns are still last. So it's like I gotta see how they're gonna be and how they're gonna look. Outside of that, bro, it's the Browns. Like at the end of the day, it's the Browns, bro. At the end of the day. We gotta see how they're gonna play. I'm not gonna lie. So they got no receivers.
Lamar had one of his better passing seasons of his whole career up under Todd Monken.
Or not Lamar.
And it pays for your actual coach to be happy to see you. So that was what I was pretty satisfied to see, that he was happy to see him. They over there cracking jokes, and then the next day say, "Hey man, sit down, have a conversation with me." You know what I mean? I like to see that. So I want to see this is good for Shedeur's confidence building. Not that he probably needs it, but I just think any quarterback, you got to be with somebody that likes you in order for it to be at least see if it could work. You could say Shedeur is not Lamar for his passing the ball, but I mean, we don't know. I mean, that's Shedeur's best. That's all Shedeur got. So I mean, I love to see what he looks like when a coach not taking him out, you know, in crucial situations. So we'll see. I mean, I know they still need weapons or whatever, but we got the draft coming up. They team showed you. I mean, their defense pretty solid. Probably really need a receiver one.
They need an O-line. That's what they need. They need to go draft some O-line.
Hopefully Judkins come back. I mean, it's just going to be a minute before he come back, but yeah.
I feel like the Browns' biggest problem is the ownership. I feel like that's one of the biggest things they kind of need to figure out. But I know that's difficult. But I don't think the biggest problem was head coaching. I think the Browns got a organizational thing that's kind of holding them back from reaching their potential. But if they can drive some O-line, get a wide receiver one potentially, I mean, the team is pretty good. They got weapons. They got some young weapons. So we'll have to see what they can do.
Yeah, it's just, but their offense is just ass. So it's like they got the running backs because I think they got Quickshawn, but Jerry Jeudy, nigga, one of my favorite receivers ever. He a draft bust. And I'm not gonna lie, Njoku cool. He always getting hurt, but like they got
two good tight ends though.
Yeah,
I got Harold Fanning. Harold Fanning
too. But they need receivers for sure. Like that's what they need receivers, bro. So that's what they need. So it's a cool hire.
Do you think Shador is going to be based on where they are in the draft and everything right now? And I can pull that information up for everybody if everybody's not really familiar where it is. Do you think Shador is likely going to be the QB going in next year? They currently have the number 6 overall pick in the draft. So, I mean, obviously that's not good enough for Mendoza. Dante is not in the draft. And then Ty Simpson obviously is a little bit later. He's going to be late first round, second round pick more than likely. Do you think they try to get a quarterback in this draft, or you feel like they're just going to roll with Shador?
They got a million quarterbacks over there. How many you going to keep drafting?
Nah, yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Like, how many you go? That is their problem. You guys
still paying for one.
Yeah, they got 24.
He about to be back this year, right?
Yeah, Deshaun back this year.
Yeah.
Not playing. He ain't gonna be playing.
It still costs $49 million. Yeah, I'm with it. I mean, I like Watson, bro. It just sucks.
Yeah, I like Deshaun too.
Like Watson as far as what? QB?
Yeah.
He's been garbage for 4 years.
Yeah,
I mean, he been hurt, bro. I don't know.
No.
I don't know, bro.
Yo, we love Deshaun over here, bro. Nigga, wash, bro.
Sam Darnold's been good longer. Matter of fact, Sam Darnold been good longer than Deshaun been bad at this point. He got 4 years of being bad. Like
I see how y'all do it.
Do what?
That's sad. Y'all boys sad, bro.
I'm sad.
I just said Sam Darnold had 5.
Just think about this, bro. Just think about this. The last time Deshaun Watson was a good quarterback.
2021.
6 years ago. Because he didn't play 2021.
Bama. So
it's been 6 years, bro.
Do you look
it was
at the
2020
player career,
it's been 6 years, bro,
or the most recent how they played? Because you talk
2020, we're holding on to that. Bama is 6 years later.
Mind you, peak Russell Wilson was still in form in 2020.
Didn't he throw for? I think he almost won MVP around that time.
Yeah. Mind you, this is the first time I see Ron on Twitch. That's a lot more. Like 2020, bro. Like 2020.
Wait, do you remember what month PC started in 2020, Ron?
The basketball started 2019. Probably before that.
I can't.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like when Deshaun Watson.
I mean, we're in like PC is like an infant stage. But the last time Deshaun Watson was good.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, I mess with Deshaun, bro, but he gotta go. Yeah.
The one thing that I do like about Buddy though coming over there, he got like a bit of a winning culture that he bringing over there. Now I'm not saying that he go change it. I don't think that he'll be able to do it overnight, but like just being with the Ravens, and like obviously this year the Ravens wasn't all that good, but we know why they weren't that good. Otherwise they would have probably been in the playoffs, and who knows what would have happened. But he got 2 years with Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, a good run Baltimore franchise. I think he could potentially bring that over to Cleveland because that's really what they need. It's really a culture change over there.
Right now, I'm looking on CBS because this is from 19 hours ago. They currently have Cleveland taking CBS Sports has them taking Cornell Tate. NFL Media has them taking Francis. It's a Magua. How you say his name? Trent from Miami, the tackle.
Yeah. From Miami.
Yeah. Or Spencer Fano out of Utah. So those are the two best tackles in the draft.
It's either O-line play or receiver. That's where they got to go. That's where they got to go.
All right.
So they get Carnell, cool, but they get O-lineman. I'm not really tripping about it either. How much money do they have in free agency? Does anybody know? Because I know Miles Garrett got that for you guys contract.
2026.
And I heard the cap this is like 305.
Yeah, they just upped it.
Yeah.
Yeah, OD. So
Let me see.
I feel like it's a perfect draft to not take a quarterback. Like it's not no huge, crazy quarterback coming out that everybody wants to get. Like it's not a good.
Bro, sell your whole franchise for Mendoza, bro.
So right now, Cleveland they are 27. They have their
You see how they do run. They'll never keep the same energy for nobody, man.
What
they got -9. They have
serious.
negative cap space, and that's because of the Watson deal. So not a great situation. The Tennessee Titans have almost $100 million in cap space. Las Vegas has 87. Seattle, Ron's team has $75 million in cap space. But this is all before you actually start adjusting the salaries and the rosters and everything, because I know Denver's getting off the Russell Wilson deal. They also are going to be able to move some money around, so they'll have some sizable money available. The Rams also got $46 million available. They also will be able to move some money around the salary cap. So some of these teams that are good are going to get a lot better. Would you take a tackle or would you take a receiver if you're Cleveland? You could have another Joe Thomas
Trenches.
Or get your best receiver you've had since Josh Gordon.
We shoring up them trenches, man.
Trenches. I agree. Trenches for sure. I feel like you could get a receiver easier through signing and trying to trade. Like, I feel like that would be easier to try to get that and to draft the tackle and develop him for sure. Yeah, honestly, I think the Browns just need to improve overall. I know, like, yeah, they need a wide receiver one, but their whole offense needs to improve from last year. Like when it comes to play calling and just honestly just doing the plays correctly, like actually succeeding with their plays. I feel like they didn't succeed with the things that they were trying to do last year. I know that was a coaching issue, but yeah, I mean, they definitely need some receivers, but there's a lot of things they need to work on too. On top of that, like for sure, O-line.
Trey, I do not want to see Shador back there running for his life for 17 games again.
Yeah,
please get that man some protection.
I agree.
Please, we've seen a bunch of different quarterbacks go down this road. Joe Burrow, if he would have just had a halfway competent line, how much better would they have been? I'm saying, like, and they're not as good as Cleveland or as Cincinnati. Their offense is as good as Cincinnati. Shador isn't half of Joe Burrow, but he could be much better if he could just, sit back and actually think and process and go through his reads, as opposed to, thinking like I'm about to get killed on this play. Mm-hmm. Like the receivers are coming.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah, so the Todd Monken news obviously is going to be interesting. The Buffalo Bills, if people are not aware, they hired Joe Brady, which I definitely want to ask some questions to y'all about since the last time we talked. But they also got Jim Leonard. He was the Broncos defensive passing game coordinator, and Jim Leonard apparently was like one of the hottest names on their ticket for DC this year. So y'all think Joe Brady was a good hire, in-house hire for the Bills, even though the Bills owner seemed to indicate that he wanted more of an X's and O's leader and maybe a little bit more of an adult in the room. And also he was blaming the coaching staff, i.e. McDermott, for drafting what's his name, Bama? Keon Coleman. But Bama, it feels like Joe Brady probably had more impact on Keon Coleman getting drafted than Sean McDermott would, since he's an OC. Maybe he would just kind of scapegoat. So do you think Joe Brady is a good hire?
We'll see. Really more so with a quarterback such as Josh Allen, man, is managing, trying to set up, do the things he likes, puts him in a situation to succeed. Joe Brady, that was the offensive coordinator at LSU, right? With Chase and all that.
Burrow?
Yeah, so
yeah, he was.
He know how to. So I think he knows how to manage, superstar talent. Like you said, it's in-house. Being around Josh every day, hearing, his side comments as a coach instead of a head coach. Now you maybe can fix that. Maybe he didn't like these certain type of plays. Maybe you go in and change that. Maybe you go in, hey, maybe you can succeed a little bit better right here. I'm not really mad at it, because again, like, what type of coach do you really need? I don't know, bro. I'm still confused on why they fired Sean McDermott, but
I mean, it was
again, if people don't remember, the owner, I think it's Pagula, if I said it correctly. He basically, Terry Pagula, he said that when he saw the locker room after the game, how dejected they were, he said that's when he knew it was time to make a change. So again, it's interesting that he chose to just take out McDermott, as if, I don't even think that, I don't know. I mean, that's, whatever. But by the way, they also got Pete Carmichael to be the OC. So they got Joe Brady, then they got Jim Leonard. So they got two Broncos, actually. They got the Broncos passing game coordinator in Pete Carmichael. They got the Broncos the defensive passing coordinator and Jim Leonard, and now they got Joe Brady. So they have a completely new OC, DC, and head coach. So hopefully they buff up the receiver room for Josh Allen next year and improve the defense.
Like I said, it's another good wide receiver draft. You got to hit on the receiver, bro. Simple.
But, Brandon Beane's kind of the type, he don't know if he needed a receiver, though. He feels like the offense, everybody got on the radio last year. He said the offense has been elite the last few years. We don't have a receiver.
That is true. But that's more towards Josh Allen than the team. So he needs to lock in and get him a receiver because they're not going to win without one.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So
I think that DC hire was huge, though. Honestly, the Denver passing game.
They do need deep. I ain't gonna lie, they might go D lineman. I'm not fucking you up because they're going to be disasters.
Right now, I'm looking trade the USA Today. CBS Sports has them taking KC Concepcion, the wide receiver of Texas A&M. The NFL media and the Athletic have them taking C.J. Allen, linebacker out of Georgia, and then Yahoo Sports has them taking T.J. Parker, which is the edge out of Clemson.
I like all those. I think Conception would be a good pick though for their team and be able
Isn't he kind of small?
elevate their offense.
6 foot.
Is he a Diggs type receiver? Like a pure footwork slot?
I mean, he can beat you over top too.
He can beat you over top. I wouldn't pick them. I feel like they need like a real deal one, but I don't think KC can. I don't think KC is a bona fide one. But
I think he.
It's not a bad pick, yo.
I think
with Khalil Shakur though, I think they kind of got that little. Now that I think about it, they got that slot spot filled out.
You need somebody that's like reliable on third down who will make these plays all the time, bro. Like,
what Keon Coleman was supposed to be.
Yeah,
I mean, shit. You might as well just go with. Denzel Boston.
No.
Hey, by the way, Keon Coleman, for all the stuff, if we're doing the Bama logic, Keon Coleman showed grit in the playoffs. He scored twice in the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
So maybe he has a future. I like Keon Coleman. I think he just had maturity issues, but I feel like it's kind of, that's something that has to be worked on.
It go like this. It go, your first impression is your best impression. Just to educate you guys on it. Because it's like y'all understand with Deshaun Watson, but it's like our first impression of Deshaun Watson was an MVP caliber quarterback.
Yeah, but you're holding on to a first impression from the first time y'all met.
Yeah, bro.
She's cheated on you ever since y'all met.
But Sam Darnold's first impression was horrible.
He did.
That first impression shit don't matter, bro. Bama, Deshaun Watson got drafted in 2017. Do you know what was going on in 2017?
Some 2017 shit. I mean,
exactly. Nigga, what?
That was right after Kaepernick. Just for context. That was right after the kneeling happened.
Bro, Todd Gurley was a top 2 back in the NFL. Carson Wentz was about to win MVP in the NFL. Look like
Mitch Trubisky was the future of the Bears.
Like first impressions do matter, but in this sense, nigga, that shit don't matter anymore. Shit over with, bro.
So him getting hurt, that just don't count,
bro. I mean, he's not good though either.
He sat out, then got hurt, and then when he was playing before he got hurt again, he was one of the worst quarterbacks in the league.
I mean,
what you mean? I mean,
six games though.
He literally looked like
how many games was like 8?
He was literally one of the worst quarterbacks in the league
every year. By the way, so he's played 22, 23, and 24, and he's been bad every one of those seasons since he's played.
Mind you, Russell
I think
Westbrook,
it's just Cleveland.
I'm not gonna lie, Russell Westbrook was literally MVP in 2017. You talking about first impressions?
I'm just saying. I just think it's just
like. Do you hear what you're saying, though, bro? Like dead ass though. Like,
so Cleveland just being a shit situation, don't.
Bro, but do you hear what you're saying, though, bro? Like you dead ass talking about.
Wait, but Sam Darnold was in a whoa. Sam Darnold was with the Jets, and you still hate him.
Exactly.
Talk to him.
Exactly.
But Cleveland might be worse than the Jets.
No, it's not. Cleveland made the playoffs in the last 5 years.
Before we get inside,
close though.
We're not about to compare Cleveland and the Jets. It's the same shit. So
because
the reason why made the playoffs with Baker Mayfield though.
Talking about the reason why it's not the same. The Jets actually have more playoff wins than the Cowboys since 2009.
Why are we doing since 2000?
2009.
But okay. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. They had Rex Ryan, and then they had the mid quarterback play, and then they had a good running game. But that was years ago, Bama. I was playing college football when that was going on, just for context. I was where Trey was. Where Trey is right now, that was me the last time that was happening. That's a long time, bro.
That's a long time. Like, it's okay, Bama. Some people's our favorite players can be washed, bro. It's cool. It's good.
Yeah. I'd accept it with Russell, bro.
Like, it's okay, bro. He washed.
Yeah, Bama.
Ron's been washed for a year. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're Ron. He still got a fastball. But he can't produce every day like he used to. It's just, like it happens. Age gets you.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Injuries pile up, become dirt. It is what it is. Because he's dirt.
Wait,
pretty much a lot of people in the chat can whoop Ron one-on-one.
Alvin Kamara was drafted in 2017. I just need people to know that.
How you feel about that, Ron? Like
the
chat, a lot of people in the chat saying they're better than you now.
A lot of niggas.
This didn't happen 2 years ago. When nobody said nothing.
Bama, a lot of cats in the chat don't know the type of problem I am on the court, but you do.
Oh shit!
You remember what used to happen those Sundays at the church, those early morning runs? You have seen this at the YMCA. You've seen this up close and personal.
That's crazy.
I'm not even gonna talk about our interactions. You've seen what I've done today.
You already know what time
big,
it is.
small, medium, wide. You've seen them all lined up and get put down. You could talk everybody off a cliff. You could tell them they don't have to do this. And on top of that, we know why Deshaun is one of your favorite players, but we don't have to talk about that either.
Touch my body, get it on the floor.
Yeah, this nigga's crazy. Hey,
I don't know what that's in reference to. I don't want to
Shout out my boy Touch My Body, man.
Other NFL news, the Eagles hired Packers QB coach Sean Mannion. And again, like, this is crazy. I remember Sean playing football, and now he's a coach, just like Davis Webb is playing football a couple years ago. Now he's the coach.
Davis Webb's a coach now?
Yeah, he's the QB coach. He's going to be OC for Denver now.
Wow.
There were multiple teams that just tried to hire him as OC. He got a head coaching interview and everything.
That's crazy. I didn't even know he was coaching. No bullshit. But it's crazy how many people didn't want to get that Eagles OC job. But I don't think, just for people being nasty, I don't think it's because of Jalen Hurts. I think it's because of Nick Sirianni, though. I don't think people want to deal with Nick Sirianni.
I think that's crazy, though, still. Like, to not want to accept the Eagles offensive coordinator job, like, that's actually crazy. Because they have weapons. Like,
that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. What else could it be, bro? Like, I mean,
I'm not to me.
It's pressure.
Two things that you can think of is Nick Sirianni or niggas don't want to coach Jalen Hurts. And I think it's Nick Sirianni.
Or niggas don't want to coach in Philly. They don't want to deal with that environment.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think. Just the pressure.
Old boy's house got egged and all that.
Who?
Yeah,
Patulo. You didn't know they egged his house?
Yeah, they egged his house multiple times.
Y'all would never find out where I live. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro.
You said
as far as y'all know, me and Bama live in the same house. So if you're gonna egg somebody's house, so I would say this, man. Like, I think that the Eagles situation is interesting because they've lost. I think Trent. They've gone 6 straight years of a new OC. Is that how it's gone?
Yeah, it's been since 2021.
So 5
or 2020 or something like that. Something like that. Yeah,
they had Steichen. They had
Steichen for 2 years, and then once Steichen. Wait, hold on. It was from 21. Yeah, I think they had Steichen from 21 to 22. Then went to Brian Johnson. Then went to Kellen Moore. Then went to what's his name? What's old boy name? We had Kevin Patula, and now it's Menandu. So yeah.
But I think the thing is though, like, people are like getting mad. I just think if you look at the team, Kellen Moore was good, so he got hired to be like a head coach. Brian Johnson, whatever, you know what I mean. Shane Steichen was really good, so he got hired to be a coach. Mike Groh, but then you got Frank Reich, and he was really good, so he got hired to be a coach. I think that's more the situation, that they just have had like 3 really, really good OCs and they got jobs, and the other ones were just mid and not great hires. So I mean, that's just, for me, it's kind of regular. I just wish that they had a head coach that was more involved in the offense, so that way Jalen Hurts could have some, just at least have some kind of like synchronicity every year. Because having a new OC every year would be tough, because then you're just dealing with a new offense or a variation of the offense that you run every year, and that can be a little taxing for a quarterback and for an offense as a whole. But hopefully they have a better season, because last year we thought they were going to be. I think I had them in the NFC, winning the NFC last year.
Yeah, I did too.
Their offense was trash.
Horrible.
I feel bad for him. Even at Alabama, he went from Lane Kiffin to Loxley to then he ended up with Lincoln Riley, which was probably the better for him. But
all he had to do was go to Oklahoma and he can spread his wings. Still a second round pick. Because the narrative. Now, you want to talk about first impressions. He was a second round pick because he played at Alabama. That's why. You should have been first round pick that year.
Who?
Jalen Hurts.
Oh, no.
He became a second round pick because of Lincoln Riley, not because Alabama.
I know, but he shouldn't have been a second round pick. He was good enough to be a first round pick. It was just, I think the narrative around him was that he wasn't a good passer. I think at Alabama, though.
I think at Alabama, he probably would have been a third or fourth round pick.
Yeah, Lincoln Riley changed that boy's life. So,
but he would have went to the league.
I still think he would have got drafted, but I think we never really got a chance to. Even Nick Saban said that they never really got a chance to.
I mean, who's the best quarterback in college football that year? Wasn't he not?
Because all our quarterbacks got concussed. It was unfortunate because Jalen Hurts was supposed to be a project, but all our quarterbacks caught concussions in first games, and we had to play Jalen Hurts.
What draft was that?
What Jalen Hurts was 2019, right? And he played 2020 season.
Yeah, he got drafted in the 2020 year.
2020?
Yeah, that's a Trevor Lawrence.
That's a 2019 draft.
That's the Justin Fields, Mac Jones.
Yeah, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence. Well, no, that's Joe Burrow. You said 2020.
Yeah, that's the Joe Burrow, Tua, Herbert. Yeah, he would. So yeah. Yes. That's the 2020.
Yeah, so that draft, he went 53 overall. And that draft, the wide receivers or the quarterbacks that were taken, so you had Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Tua, and then you had Jordan Love, who was taken at 27 that year. He was better than Jordan Love too in college. But he had the skills. He was tall and had the arm and the batter and all that other stuff.
He was dying that bitch at Utah, though. Utah State.
All right.
I got to jump off.
All right,
I
Ron.
want to say we getting our lick back for 2014. That's all.
That's what I was going to say, man. Do y'all do it?
Hey, we'll never forget that.
Hey, plus interest. They getting hey, it's Black History Month. Y'all remember the Montgomery joint? Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, straight cheers.
Y'all remember when Buddy got jumped and how it just kept getting progressively worse? Hey, we making up for it for time lost. Drake may go feel it for Tom Brady.
Yeah, you definitely should win. I think you.
So y'all coming in like the Dudley brothers with the chairs and tables.
If Woolley gets toasted again, bro, I'm all the way out. That can't happen again. These receivers aren't good enough, respectfully.
28-24. I think y'all win in that fashion.
28-24. You think it's that close?
I ain't gonna say it's that close, but I know that sound closer than what it is. But I think just
you think they could score 24 points on us?
I don't think it's just gonna be two blowout Super Bowls back to back. How the Eagles did the Chiefs. I don't think they gonna let that happen. Another blowout is crazy. I think this game is probably either 28-21 or 28-24, something like that.
But you saying like they can't let that happen. How are they gonna? They can't pass for Drake May.
Right.
They can't catch for their receivers. Like how?
Yeah, but
how do they get the ball in the end zone for them?
But you got Butte, you got Diggs. Diggs still really having
your defensive line needs to dominate. I'll say that much. And Sam Darnold just if your defensive line dominates and Sam Darnold doesn't make mistakes, you win the game.
I think they will dominate though. I think the line will dominate.
I think it'll be a big problem with y'all is gonna be Mac Hollins. People, you can say what you want to say, but I think how they use him, he gonna beat it because in Super Bowls like this, it's always gonna be somebody that don't normally be the star, gonna be the star. And I think it's gonna be Mac Hollins. I think he scored a touchdown.
Ron, if you let Mac Hollins beat you, I'll never let you.
They're not gonna lose. What I'm saying is, I'm just talking to him as how could it be a 21-28 game or 21?
Witherspoon should be on Diggs, Woolley on Butte, man to man, and then you just bracket and call it a day, bro. Like just call it a day. Like you really shouldn't have a lot of issues. You have to worry about their tight ends up the middle, but your linebackers are good too. So honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's a blowout. I just don't think the Patriots are that good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just don't think they're that good. So I think Seattle's just a much better team.
I think
And Sam Darnold, all you got to do is throw for 210. Sam Darnold, can I get 210, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks? You win the game.
I think Seattle was the best all-around team that they played, though. Honestly, throughout their whole entire schedule, throughout the whole year, Seattle is going to be the best all-around team that they face when it comes to defense and offense. Like they didn't play some tough defense
and special teams.
Yeah, and
we don't get highlighted enough for our special teams work.
No,
I doubt they kick it. I doubt they kick it to Buddy though.
I will say, I think that might have been. That was the best trade at the deadline by far.
Well, I hate the rule though, bro. Getting the ball at the 35-yard line is ridiculous.
Yes, they trying to end special team. That shit suck. But
35-yard line, no. You said I got 18 yards to get in field goal range.
You make one. You literally throw a 15-yard pass. You're midfield. That's ass.
I got a dip.
Wait, hold on, Ron. NBA trade, by the way.
What? Jabri?
No, the Hawks trading Hershey to the Portland Trailblazers for Duop Reith and 2 second-round picks. So the Hawks are getting Duop, and Vitt is going to the Trailblazers.
Duop injured, though. He out for the season.
Yeah, but I'm saying like they're getting a shooter, and they're getting 2 second-round picks is included in the deal. So this could be a deal for another deal for the Hawks.
Probably, I could see it.
Yeah. All right, Rob. Appreciate you,
y'all. On Wednesday, my guy Steezy pulling up. He gonna really give you guys all the intricacies about how we gonna beat the hell out of the Patriots. But in the meantime, Trey got y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shouts. All right, Rob.
Ronaldinho.
All right. Bye, Ron.
Yo, this nigga's trolling.
So yeah, Gonzo got toasted last game, bro. I mean, well, you know what I mean? Like Shaheed's gonna be a problem, bro. That man is fast. Mm-hmm. He's a runner, and he is a seam ball merchant.
He's not about to be on Rashid Shaheed.
Huh?
He's not about to be on Rashid Shaheed.
I think that's the problem, though. I think Raheed's gonna be the issue up the middle of the field, though. Like he's gonna be on JSN, but JSN is a route demon. Like Gonzo's good, but JSN's probably still gonna get 110
at least.
What's the NFL? What's the NFL record for receiving yards in the Super Bowl? Was that Jerry that had that?
Don't know.
Let me look it up.
Say nobody old, bro. Trent, I go start twitching.
Somebody talking about Broncos versus Seahawks. I mean, Broncos better than Seahawks.
Yeah, 215. Yeah, 215 yards in 1989. All right, he ain't getting close to that, but
in 1989, no sprints.
Oh, you talking about Jerry Rice?
That nigga doesn't go, bro. It's no receiver that's gonna ever come close to that.
I'm missing an S and who's name.
He was ahead of his time. That's what I said.
Jerry Rice.
Is it Visich?
Like there's not 5 receivers better than him already.
Yeah.
Man, that man was going out of 21 per man. I'm not finna keep going through this with y'all young niggas, man. He ain't have no spread, bro. Could you imagine Jerry Rice if he had spread his whole career? What his numbers would be? He'll probably have 40,000 yards.
Bro, Jerry Rice will get strapped in.
Yeah. Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
Strapped by who?
Could you imagine if Antonio Brown played in the 80s and 90s? Man.
Why do y'all do that, bro? I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of nasty y'all do that.
That's not nasty.
He would not have the tape and the
Larry Fitzgerald ran a 4.6, and Larry Fitzgerald ran a 4.6, and he was one of the great. He might be the greatest receiver ever.
It's not
about no, but I would love to see.
But you know what I'm talking about, though.
I would love to see. I would love to see Larry Fitzgerald in that era.
If Jerry Rice played now, he would still be what he is. Same thing with Larry.
Larry
would be what he is today.
He would still be. He would still be nice as hell. He wouldn't be the best receiver in the league.
Why not?
I don't think he would.
It depends on your quarterback. No, because it always depends on the QB. Unless your name is Calvin or Randy, like that's.
So let's just say Jerry Rice is in the. Jerry Rice, he gets put in the 2010s era. He's the best receiver in the league.
If he plays with Stafford, yes.
Bullshit.
Trent, but you have this thing. This is where me and you divide. You say the thing about John Elway, and I'm just like, if John Elway was in a new era, if Jerry Rice was in a new era.
If John Elway was in a new era, he wouldn't even be close to top 3.
This is what I'm saying. We're just lying.
I'm not lying.
T.O.'s another one too.
Okay, CC. Okay. Just want to have this conversation. If you put John Elway in the best QB era, which is the 2010s, he's not sniffing Aaron Rodgers.
No, but Trent, I'm saying Trent. Somebody in the chat, you're correct. Great. You're goofy because these are all-time great talents. Yeah, okay. That's one of the most talented quarterbers ever, all time. I don't want to get distracted. This is all nonsense. This is all nonsense. Shout out to Early. Shout out to Early. I'm glad you're here to bust up this nonsense.
I'm running around. I want to say this though.
Got some bullshit on his head.
Early said I'm running around, y'all.
I'm running around. It's funny. It's my thing. My problem with Trent though, which is Jerry Rice shit. If Cooper, absolutely. If Cooper Kupp, and let's be real, he has no athleticism. If he can lead the league in receiving yards to get Triple Crown, why couldn't Jerry Rice? What does Cooper Kupp do better than Jerry Rice?
Yeah, y'all niggas be fighting demons, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Who said that?
What does Cooper Kupp do better than Jerry Rice? I'm asking.
Yo, nigga, do I think Cooper Kupp is better than Jerry Rice?
I'm asking you. You're saying if Jerry Rice played in today's era,
get him, Earl.
Come on, pause.
Get him, Earl.
Had a Triple Crown, and he wasn't even a top 3 receiver in the league.
You're lying.
You're
lying.
Clown.
Wait, whoa.
You're lying.
Wait, whoa. Put it out. Put everybody.
Pull out.
No, I'm saying. Y'all saying with a straight face. He had the best season. We know that. We know he had the best season in the league. Cool.
Yeah, he's elite.
He was not a top 3 receiver in the game.
He was. I fully love him.
He was a top 3.
You don't believe
stop
that.
it, bro. Please
You
stop
don't
it, bro.
believe that.
Please stop it, bro.
You don't
He was
believe
a top
that.
3.
I just said it. So obviously I believe it.
Yeah, he was the top 3 receiver in the game that year, bro.
Jettis, Chase, Cook.
Y'all think he was better?
Literally, bro. He was right there, bro.
He was better than Tay, Jettis, and Jamar Chase? Tyreek Hill?
Jettis, Chase, and Cook.
That's it.
He was better than Tyreek Hill?
Yes, they.
Shut the fuck up, bro. This is what I be saying. Y'all niggas just be bold-faced.
You know what's funny, though? Hold on. Trent, you know what's funny, though? Trent. But you know what's funny, though? You kicked Tyreek Hill out of the top 5 after he got, like literally, you kicked him out of the top 5 after he had a bad season. Before he got hurt this year,
No, I didn't.
Top 5.
No, I didn't.
Stop
No, I
lying,
didn't.
man.
No, I
We
didn't.
did the damn bull. You lying.
No, I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. We be on these pods, Odie. You be on my shit all the time. I did not kick Reek out. Niggas finally kicked Reek out this year when his leg
kicked him out
went
before
left.
this year started, before he got hurt.
I had him in the top 5. So I still said Reek was still a top 5 receiver. He's just going through a terrible situation. You fighting fucking demons. You confused
So
me.
what was he at for you? What was he at for you?
He was top 5. He was 4 for me.
What was he at exactly for you?
4. He was always 4 for me.
So why is he not still 3?
What?
Why is a healthy Reek not still 3?
I didn't even have Reek in 2020. I didn't have Reek 3. I always had Reek 4 because I had Stephon Diggs in my top 3. So what's your point?
Listen, that's Cuzzo. So you had Stephon Diggs over Reek. Why?
You said what?
You had Stephon Diggs over Tyreek Hill for what?
Because I think that Stephon Diggs, in his peak and his prime, literally is one of the best route runners to ever see in our lifetime. Nigga hands really top tier elite, and he still brought everything as a wide receiver at an elite level. He still brought elite deep playability. He still had elite versatility. You can line a nigga up anywhere. That's why I had him over Reed. So the point is that shit don't even matter. My point is all of them.
What you got JSN? What you got JSN?
All of them were better than Cooper Kupp.
What you got JSN?
JSN's a top 10 receiver.
10.
Top 10.
He's a top 10 receiver lot.
10.
Top 5.
What number? What number?
I don't know. I haven't ranked him, but I know he's a probably top 10 receiver.
Bro, you
can't
name 5.
10.
Right now,
Trent said Garrett Wilson better than JSN too.
And Puka.
I did.
And Puka.
I still think
Hey, hold up. But Garrett Wilson ain't better than Devontae Adams. Look, Garrett Wilson better than Puka and JSN, but he's not better than Devontae Adams. That's what Trent said.
Do you see how niggas deflect from the conversation? Cooper Kupp won top 3 in 2021. He wasn't better than Jamar Chase. He wasn't
Cooper
better
Kupp
than
was no worse than top 5.
Get out of my face.
He was no worse than top 5. He was no worse than top 5, bro.
Y'all brought up.
He was no worse than top 5, bro.
Niggas love deflecting to another point.
Bro, this is
niggas brought up Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice is not better than AB. He's not better than AB. He's not better than
Why?
He's not. He's nowhere near.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
Nowhere near. So
I just want to know why. I just want to know why.
No. Y'all tell me what the fuck Jerry Rice do better than AB.
What do you wait? Let me ask you this. This is the real question.
You're lying.
But you do realize though that the reason Coach Belichick and them say what they say about Jerry, and this is me saying what they're saying. They said he is the best route runner ever. Because one of the things that I learned years ago about Jerry, the first 5 steps for Jerry Rice, run and pass, were the same every single play. And even Deion and them, hold on. I'm not done. You shut both of y'all. Because we can square up. I mean, it don't mean nothing to me at this point. Because both of y'all little. Hold on. What? But I'm saying coaches disagree with you. Coach's argument, but I know, but the coach's argument for Jerry is is that he is, and he factually is an elite route runner.
Swiper,
He used his speed and athleticism better than anybody else in the league. And the same thing, and the same thing with
nigga was an all-time receiver in 3 decades. 3 decades, bro. He got 3 decades of work, bro. And he was 90s and 2000s.
No.
He got 3 decades of work.
No.
Niggas talking about 3 decades of work.
He was consistent as a route runner. He had the best hands in the NFL. He has more tackles than drops in his career. He was a red zone merchant.
And he was a young demon. Don't forget Yak Demon. He was a Yak Demon, low
great on the in route. Great on outcuts, curls, everything you needed.
Bro. Since we're talking about the ability of route running, getting out of the breaks, release packages, every route is the same. No fucking way. Y'all watch Jerry Rice. Shut up, early. Shut up.
They just like the way it look. They do this all the time. They like the way it look.
There is no way you watch Jerry Rice. There's no way you watch Jerry Rice.
Yeah, they wanted to be jigging like he's dancing. They want a nigga to dance. Jerry didn't have to dance. You want a nigga to salsa with his route. Jerry ain't got salsa, bro. Jerry was a 2-step route nigga.
Talk about the play, bro. There's no way y'all never watch Jerry Rice run routes. I think he runs better routes than AB. He runs better than Monte Adams. He runs better routes than Chad Johnson. Those are just 3 off the muscle.
Them niggas are a mold of him. He
doesn't run better routes than none of them. He doesn't.
Devontae Adams really a mold of Jerry.
I feel like, have y'all
you think Jerry Rice runs better routes than Devontae Adams?
Yes.
It's not even There's not even a release package Jerry Rice can do that sniffs the fucking lure of Devontae. What are you talking about?
So
what are y'all talking about right now?
Jerry Rice,
niggas like no offense to you, Trey, because you in this now. Niggas like Trey and Trent love to try to just y'all want to exit out the old school.
I ain't gonna lie, niggas like y'all gonna keep niggas like y'all gonna keep talking about these old niggas like they really.
If it wasn't for the old school, if it wasn't for the old
nigga got busy for 3 decades as receiver,
it's the same shit y'all do.
He ain't top 5 at all
time. It's the same shit y'all do with Dion.
Be hitting on nothing,
today's game,
it's the same shit y'all do with Dion.
You think Julio better than Jerry Rice?
Yes, I do. 1,000%.
Since the 2010s, there's
absolutely.
Nobody's better than Jerry Rice, bro.
Absolutely. When niggas talk about the greatest career for a receiver. When niggas talk about the greatest career for a receiver, obviously nigga Jerry Rice career.
First off, when you talk about
the best of the best receivers, I'm not taking Jerry Rice over Julio.
Trent, when you talk about
you like the way it looks, nigga.
You name
no, I see a fucking nigga who's 6'4", 230, who run routes like a 6'1", 210 receiver who can do everything at an elite level. And he do it better than Jerry.
So you mean to tell
except for getting open the red zone with the 66 touchdowns. You're right.
Yeah, in the red zone. Yeah, he wasn't good in the red zone.
66 touchdowns, except for that.
No, that's true. I mean, no, Trent.
I'm just saying,
we don't want him, Trent. He wasn't good in the red zone, nigga.
You lean towards the box here, Swipey.
Bro,
you don't do that.
Well, and by the way, Trent, if we're doing 6-3-4-3, we're doing 6-3-4-3. Demarius Thomas was all that too.
Nigga, he wasn't Julio Jones, nigga. What are you saying?
Is he better than Jerry because he had a better profile?
No,
he was leading everything.
When we're talking about the top, we're talking about
y'all niggas, bro. Y'all slob Julio Jones so much.
We're talking
about
we're talking about the top of the top niggas.
That's crazy.
There's no way y'all niggas watching.
That was crazy.
Julio is like that, bro. Julio is like that.
There's no way
he's better than Jerry.
There's no way you watch Calvin Johnson and say Jerry Rice is better than him.
Yes, bro.
Strapped in 2025, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Because
he's not getting strapped. What are you talking about?
Y'all don't give Jerry Rice. Y'all don't give Jerry Rice his
watch this. Hey Trey, come here, some Trey. Who you think about route running? Puka Nacua or Jerry Rice?
Oh, Jerry Rice better route runner than Puka Nacua. I'll give him
that. Who you think about route runner? Who you think about route runner? George Pickens or Jerry Rice?
Nigga said George Pickens, Jerry Rice, Scott Blue.
Jerry Rice is better.
Who a better route runner? Nico Collins or Jerry Rice?
Jerry Rice. What is the point?
So them niggas ain't getting strapped in this big 2025. Why the fuck Jerry getting strapped?
Because, bro, I don't think y'all really watch Jerry.
Hey, what Puka do better than Jerry?
Like I said, we going off Lawrence.
You think Puka can do?
To be fair,
you think Puka can have 1,700 yards, but Jerry Rice can have 1,500 yards, 700 yards in this era?
Who said that?
Jerry Rice would go for 22.
The nigga Trey just said Jerry Rice would get strapped.
He'll go for 22 in 1 year.
I would think.
Does not have an elite 2025. Like, have y'all really watched his release packages? Have y'all watched the?
No, I don't think they have. I swear to God, I don't.
Who you talking about?
I don't. I think Jerry Rice's routes are Jerry Rice routes are still really good. I just think though, y'all not gonna like it. Some of the shit that he was doing, that he was getting open on, is just dog shit corner play, and y'all can go watch at it. I didn't see a nigga run a. I literally saw a corner. I literally saw Jerry Rice run a corner post.
Jerry Rice is easily getting 1,500 yards a season in his sleep in today's era.
Nobody said that. He'll still be a great receiver. Nobody say he won't get yards, bro. Stop saying that bot shit. Nobody said that, nigga.
He would still be an elite receiver.
He wouldn't be the best. Just like if Deion Sanders played corner in this era, he's not the best corner in the league. Simple.
Yep. Well, obviously, but that's not because
that's obviously, but not Jerry Rice.
The reason why but Trent, to be clear, Trent, I've already said I think Champ is better than him though. I think Darren Woodson was also an argument conversation.
No, we're talking about right now. He said right now. Right, but he said right now.
But
is he better than Surtain? Is he better than
Surtain?
Hold on.
Oh my God,
bro, y'all nasty, bro.
Trent, I want to be consistent here, Trent, because you're really emotional about this when we talk about these old school players. I understand, but I've told you Deion didn't tackle, and everybody knew he didn't tackle. I don't think you could be CB1 in the league since 2000 and not tackle. I don't think that's possible. So I'm saying Deion, who?
Reeves could tackle.
Yeah, Reed could tackle. He could tackle better than Deion. Deion was legitimately like not a good tackler. So I'm being, but in terms of now to this point right here from Randy though, if you're saying just pure athlete, like punt returning and all that, bro, Deion probably got that. Like he got that. But in terms of defensive tackling, no.
He's not better.
We talking about, but here's my thing though. As far as cover corner, so where's if Deion plays prime Deion plays today's era? Where he at? Corner what? What corner?
He's first team all pro.
Are we
top three? So what corner is he? Is he 1, 2, 3, 4?
I think he's better. Hey, Trent, I think he's better than Stingley.
So he only so it's him and Patrick Surtain for next to next. It's him and Patrick Surtain.
I guess so.
That'd be a conversation.
No, but Trent, you hear what I'm saying though? In Bama, like I think Stingley's really good, but Stingley's a playmaker. Deion was a playmaker, but Deion was an actual shutdown corner.
If you drop him in the best corner, the best corner eras from literally 2000s to 2010s, he's not the best corner in the league. Simple. He's not. He might have a close argument in 2020s. Even then, that's
who was 2010s? Who was 2010s?
I mean, you had
Patrick Peterson, Richard Sherman,
Darrell
Reeves.
Now remember, I want to be clear about this because I remember this very vividly. Pat, I remember early career Pat.
Patrick Peterson better than Deion.
We have the actual footage of the Adrian Peterson game. We have actual footage of the Marshawn Lynch game. I've seen him in the run game in the box. He wasn't great. Tackling receivers, yes. Cool. I'll give it a C.
Okay, but here's we're comparing it to Deion though. And
Deion, yeah, sure. But
Patrick Peterson's cover ability skills.
Yeah, I'm still probably taking Deion. I'll probably take
You got it.
You're not taking.
If we talking about cover for cover, no.
Abused.
You said what earlier?
You talking about cover for cover? You said Patrick Peterson and the better cover for Deion Sanders? No.
I will say,
I'm gonna say this right now. If y'all think Deion Sanders is a better coverage corner than Patrick Peterson, I'm stamping.
Yeah, I think so. But I think the thing you're also discounting too that I think Pat was elite. Pat should have been better because I don't think people realize this. When Pat came out of college, he was 215, 220. He was a huge corner. He just couldn't tackle. But again, he was Deion special as an athlete though. Like he could punt return. He was elite at that. He was a really good cover corner. He was really good, I think, in the slot. But bro, physicality was not.
Let's be for real. As far as athleticism, only niggas that's even coming close to Deion is Champ. That's the only nigga. Everybody else, Deion leaves the bounds as an athlete to know.
Deion has
Champ, Travis.
I know you like
Travis.
Deion has
Travis who?
But the shit that he was. The shit that
he was Deion athleticism.
I'm not
gonna I thought we were talking about athleticism.
Deion was a great corner, but the shit that he was doing.
Hey, whoa. Don't forget the GOAT in the 2000s athlete. He was a GOAT athlete. Delta O'Neal.
Shout out Delta O'Neal. He played for the Bengals, right?
GOAT athlete.
Hey,
nah, you're right. Yeah, he was.
Well, you like 6'4".
Deion was great, but the shit that he was pulling back then, looking at the quarterback for 5 seconds. Trolling and shit.
You couldn't do the same thing.
Your ass is getting fucking cooked. I
know, but that's an era thing though.
Because of the evolution of football.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's ass. That's literally ass. If I have such an athletic.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Trey. Who do you think the best corners ever are then? Like who are the
best corner ever is Darrell Reeves.
Simple. You got it.
No, he's not.
He didn't tackle.
But he didn't tackle the way you're criticizing some of the players.
He's the best corner to ever do it. Wait,
bro, you just said tackling Trent. You just said tackling matters, and there's a dude in his era that was a better tackler than he was.
Tackling is not more valuable.
But he got burnt too. He got burnt too, though.
Tackling is not more valuable than what the fuck Darrell.
How is he a better cover corner than Champ? No, I'm asking legitimately. How is he better cover corner than Camp?
Literally was taken away an entire.
No, but it wasn't. We've already done this though. There's no better cover season than 06 Champ. There's no better cover season. There's Kawhi. I'm not. This is objective. There's no statistical better cover corner season than champ in 06. It's never happened.
No. I know what you're talking about. He had like the 6 pick sixes. That shit was OD. I think it goes hand in hand because you also Stu, which is a phenomenal.
There's 09 Revis. Yeah.
And you and J Rob had that argument. I was on both. I could see both sides. I would just lean towards Revis because I can literally put this nigga on an island. Shut down an entire.
But you could do that with champ though. You can't. There's no criticism. No, but I think the place you're gonna miss.
You're not seeing that, bro. There are literally pictures. Swipe up.
No, but I'm saying we knew. That's exactly what champ was doing though.
There are literally pictures of these niggas just blitzing, and this nigga Revis is on a pure island.
Champ Bailey.
By himself.
Champ Bailey.
No, it's not.
Oh, no.
Champ Bailey was the single best. No, but I think Trent, what you're forgetting is, or not forgetting, or maybe not acknowledging.
I love Champ Bailey.
Champ Bailey was the single best cover man-to-man corner for a decade in the NFL.
Yeah, until Darrell Revis came by.
You said who?
Until Darrell Revis came by.
Again, you can't find me a season better than 06, though. That's the thing. You're never going to win.
Saying?
You're never going to win that. You're not going to find a single quarter season better than 06. You're not going to find one.
Tier, so what's the point of it, bro?
It's not the same tier.
It's not in the same tier.
So you're telling me. If I got more pass breakups than catches allowed and more interceptions than catches allowed.
Swipe up. Every top wide receiver one that was considered one of the best in the league didn't even get over 40 yards over the nigga, and he shadowed them. Except
for Randy.
He shadowed them the entire
Except for Randy. Except for Randy. Randy got him. Randy got Revis. Randy, he even self-admitted. Randy got Revis.
That one catch.
Multiple games. They were in the same
multiple games.
They were in the same conference, clown. They were in the same division. We saw this.
Crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Who burned champ?
I'm saying you're saying.
No. Use your memory. Use that big forehead of yours. I'm taking Alabama. Who burned Champ Bailey?
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see Michael Irvin cook Champ Bailey. So you want to say that?
Michael Irvin.
I saw it. I look. You can Michael.
What year was this?
I seen it. I literally seen it.
What year was this?
He was on the Redskins when he was like one of his all-pro years. That ass. I'm just saying. I done seen niggas cook him. Like every receiver gets.
I think you're disrespectful though to Jerry and Dion and John Elway. I think you're disrespectful.
It's not disrespect.
I know when I'm saying this.
Would Dan Marino not be a top 5 quarterback right now?
No.
Probably with his 3-4 throwing motion.
His 3-4 throwing motion. This is what I'm saying. Look, I know me and Trey.
This is who y'all agree with. This is who y'all agree with.
I know me and Trey are going to be looking.
They love.
Don't lump Trey into your not nastiness.
Okay,
no,
fine.
no.
I know me.
Trey's old enough to make his own decision.
I've been saying this shit since 2023. I'm going to keep looking at the bag. I'm going to keep saying, I'm hating this and that. Okay,
y'all leaving Charles Woodson out the convo. I'll take Charles Woodson over Revis too. I'm taking Charles Woodson over Revis any day of the week. Yeah,
any day of the week is crazy. But hey, it's cool. I'm gonna still stand by what the fuck I said because I'm not saying they're not great players. But the way how back then in that era, they were levels above by far the best, and it wasn't even a conversation. That shit would never come happen in the 2010s and now. Never. Even the 2000s. Never in life. Never.
You're not in regards to like position value?
You're not dropping Jerry Rice in the 2010s era, and he's by far the best receiver in the league.
At all.
Who made that argument, though? Who made that argument?
That's not the argument. Huh?
Who made that argument?
Bama, because
I think so.
Bama, why? Bama.
Because at the end of the day, if you can't stop somebody from running a slant, like you just gonna have to. I'm gonna just have to see.
I'm sorry, no way you think this skill set and wide receiver, like just how we see niggas on the field and like talking about just players being better. Jerry Rice is not a better receiver than the likes of Calvin Johnson. He's not a better receiver than Antonio Brown.
He's not.
I might not be more athletic, but I'm better.
No, when you talk about literally AB's route running is literally better than Jerry Rice in every facet you want to talk about. Selling routes, getting out of breaks. Antonio Brown's yak ability is better than Jerry Rice.
I think the issue with Trent is so he's speaking so heavy on this topic
because
I want to praise AB, but Trent, hush.
No.
I'm also with you on AB. AB's footwork is probably the best I've ever seen.
Nice.
Like
outside of Ocho Cinco,
it's probably the best I've ever seen. Ocho's a great route runner, bro. But like Ocho also is getting.
Jerry Rice's, bro.
No, I just can't. I can't get there with you. I can't get there with you. I just can't.
I just think wholeheartedly We're just giving it the respect because
Yeah, Ty Law's another one. Ty Law can tackle better than that bum Reeves.
Ty Law can't even reach the realm of Darrelle Reeves, and he's a great.
Ty Law's way better tackler than Reeves. So I don't.
That's
see
fine. And Darrelle Reeves is a way better corner, which is way
I'm
more
saying
valuable.
you're doing this. You couldn't. You
know
tackling. We go
way more valuable.
Yeah, because he can't. He's making an argument. I don't know how you think he's a better cover corner than Champ. That's the first thing.
Because
that's the first thing. I know, but you're making an argument and not acknowledging they did the same thing with Champ for a decade.
I don't know they didn't.
The
Where
they did. They ran a mostly man-to-man.
Swipe up. Where have they shown that?
What do you mean?
What proof do you have of that?
Of his numbers and coverage, you can look all this stuff.
No. You said because when I brought up
you brought up a steal shot of Reeves.
When I brought up Darrelle Reeves on a pure island by himself,
Champ was an island corner.
Help around him.
Champ was an island corner. What are you talking about?
He was shot.
Wait. Matter of fact, wait. PS2 is an island corner right now. Right now?
You think No.
No, he is.
You think PS2 is Swiper? You fucking serious?
No, Bama, watch this. He just said if you drop Dion in this era right now, he's not better than PS2. But the main argument that I'm going to make for PS2 is PS2 is the half of the field for Denver. The reason why they're so good is because they leave him by himself.
He is
and they scheme the opposite way. And by the way, no, Trent, let me finish. Because Jamar Chase, Pickens, CD Lamb, he's seen all the elite receivers, and none of them got off. So the same argument you're making for him, you can make for PS2.
You can still be a half a receiver and still have a little bit of help. I'm saying when it comes to Reeves, that nigga had none.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
Antonio Cromartie. What are you talking about?
What the fuck? I'm guarding receipt. Bama, please stop this.
Trent, you're too emotional, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
You're bugging, bro.
What are you
talking about?
This is not a good look for you. This is not a good
look.
That
was Peyton's worst nightmare.
Antonio Cromartie wasn't
because they had an elite defense, brother. The whole defense was elite.
Mark Scott, what is he talking about?
There's a reason. When I said help, I'm talking about safety.
Yeah, he's talking about coverage help. Yes, he would get coverage help at times. Every corner gets coverage help at times. Every corner does. Okay, but I think the idea is but hold on. But Trent, the thing that you're missing, maybe because you had your hand in the dirt. Because you had your hand in the dirt, you weren't calling plays. I called the plays. I know for a fact that on plays, on a third of the plays, you might be on an island if you're an elite corner. Elite corner.
Hold on, let me answer this question real quick. So he said, why the fuck you think Riley Moss gets so targeted? Because he's fucking dirt.
No.
He's dirt. They're gonna pick on him. They're gonna pick on him.
But I'm saying he actually played well in the playoffs too, by the way.
We all know PS2 is a lockdown corner, but I'm saying if you have a weaker corner, you're gonna try him.
But
that's a sky and blue statement.
Okay, but he had Antonio Cromartie on the other side.
Okay.
And he was also a Pro Bowl level corner. Pro corner.
But do you see how the way Reeves was covering niggas?
Do you see how Antonio Cromartie was covering people on that same Jets team?
Yo, bro, do you think it's in the same realm?
No, I didn't. I think what you're missing is you couldn't throw on them at all. And they had an elite defensive line.
Nobody.
By the way, Bama, he's too young to remember. That was the best defense in the league, in part because of Darrell. I get what you're with you.
What are you saying?
No, but they had the best defensive line in football as well, and another CB1 on the other side. Another CB1 on the other side.
Swipe it. Niggas understand that. But again, why are you trying to make it seem like?
Hey, I'm about to bring it up here. Hey, Bama, I can't say that because I won't say that. Say that to Trent real quick. Say that chat to Trent.
They have PS2, dumbass.
You're trying to make it seem like niggas trying to make it seem like Reeves Island wasn't a thing. Like that was
no, but Trent, but you're gassing it. The reason I'm saying you're gassing it,
nobody said that. I'm just talking about Reeves Island, nigga. What are y'all saying?
No, but Bama. This is why I'm talking to Bama now because you're doing the same thing that Bama does for Alabama. The issue is you're too emotionally attached to this situation because there are multiple corners in NFL history, that were islands on themselves. It's just Reeves had that dumb name. You couldn't say Champ Island. That's the only reason they get monikered.
That's true.
Champ Bailey was in a lockdown elite corner 101. And then you had Reeves. No, I'm saying, but like you couldn't say Champ Island. Everybody, but by the way, in the 2010s, Bama, am I lying? Everybody said the best corner in the 2010s was Champ, including the receivers. You mean
2000s?
2000s. In the 2000s, everybody said it was Champ, including the receivers, including the coaches.
But Champ was the best, though.
Reeves was in the same era in his prime.
You said what?
Reeves' prime was in the 2000s, brother. In the 2000s.
It's the last year of 2000 to the 2010s. What are you talking
about? What?
Reeves is Swiper. He got drafted in 2007.
Yes, I know that. And he was his best season ever was 2009. And then what happened after? And then he walked around the league for a while, ends up with Tampa Bay for 1 year, has an elite season for $20 million a year. Yeah, he did. And then he ended up with the Patriots. He was really good. He was a really good corner. But the thing is, Trent, that I've noticed about people like you is that you gassed that 1 year for him when his peak. By the way, hold on, I'm not done. And then, by the way, I know Revis was a tier 1 corner. I'm not disagreeing with that.
It's not bought out now, Swipe, because it's not just 1 year of just gassing. Because
no. Revis's peak is 2009 though. That's objectively true.
His peak is 2009 to 2012.
Yeah, he was elite. He was elite. I'm giving you the credit for that.
4 years.
Yeah,
but
he was elite.
But that's the scratch against Revis.
And I think
longevity. Exactly, Bama. Go ahead and say it, Bama.
It wasn't even that long because if you talk about Champ, if you talk about Dion, if you talk about Rod Woodson, they peaked was like 6 to 7 years, roughly 8.
They play longer. Yeah, for sure.
No. Champ was no. We're
not talking about playing long.
Champ was elite. Champ was elite from like 90. That's why I said Champ was like elite from like 98 to like almost 2010s. Like I get it. I don't know.
Not almost 2010. He was first team All Pro game through 2011.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. All I'm saying is to me.
Are you kidding me?
What are you talking about? I'm just saying that best.
Revis can't even touch that. He's doubled up Revis's prime and had a better peak. And had a better peak.
And I don't think he had a better peak, but in all time,
yes, you do. You self-admit 06. You self-admit 06. 06 is at the very minimum.
No.
Minimum is the same level. Very minimum is the same level.
I said 09 and 06 are to me the best 2 corner seasons ever.
Hey Trey, this is what I want you to do.
Can I ask you something, Trent? So how you feel about that? How you feel about? Because again, I think like I said, when we talk about Champ went from the Redskins at the time to the Broncos, and we talk about not having nothing on defense. His first couple of seasons with the Broncos, bro, it wasn't what Revis had in New York. On top of that, if we talk about peaks and just a 3-year gap, nobody in Oakland didn't have none over there neither. And if you go lie and say he wasn't a lock top tier corner in his era, like that, them 3 years of Nandi. Bro, it was lights out over there.
Look, and I'm gonna say it.
It was lights out over there. Now, go ahead and think like it was. And his first year with the Eagles too, we forget, was also elite.
Look, Nnamdi is one of the best man corners to ever do it. Nnamdi also has one of the best peaks to ever do it. If we're talking about man, like, what are you saying?
It's just short peaks, bro. I don't know, bro.
Nnamdi's one
he
of
had
the best.
one. No, that's what I'm saying. Trey, you're too young.
He had more than 1 year. He had more than 1 year.
I got Trent. No, I'm with you.
More than 1 year.
Trent, this is what I'm saying. Trent, you're too young. Because I'm not trying to. I'm not gonna. Okay, hold on, Trent. Hold on.
You know you get mad when you say that. Leave that alone.
No, I don't care. Get emotional. Hold on, Trent. I'm saying you're too young, not in a derogatory way. I'm saying it. Yes, Nnamdi had a great season, but it's not one of the best seasons ever. It was one of the best seasons ever.
No.
I know who Nnamdi was.
It was more than one season.
Listen, I didn't. Hold on.
But his peak going into the Eagles contract with that last year.
I'm not saying. I said peak for peak. Nnamdi's one of the best to ever do it. I never said he had one of the best seasons.
Absolutely.
Ever.
Yeah.
One of the best to ever do it as a peak. I mean, sure, maybe.
Exactly. Okay, then. So why
if it's top 15,
top
15, top 20, sure.
This is what I got. Now that me and Trent got to agree. As a cover corner, we talking about like y'all talked about niggas who basically was on the island by themselves. Like Revis, like I'm talking about. Look at the tape. We talking about cover corner. Nobody, just me. This nigga was trapping niggas 50 yards on the field, bro. Please, bro. Niggas with the nasty shit, bro.
That's what I'm
saying. And I'm also saying that if you can make
niggas up. Just me and you, like they literally niggas talk about Revis. You right, but niggas
Trey,
really left Nnamdi on a real island.
What was Champ Bailey then at his peak? What am I missing? Because he did the same thing.
This is what I'm saying. Niggas be going away from the conversation.
He just don't got no. He ain't got no cool nickname.
They all better than Dion, so it don't matter. They all better than Dion. That's the point I'm trying to say.
Now you've been nasty.
Hold on.
Now you've been nasty.
And this why. This is what you're right about. When it comes to these Broncos niggas, this nigga swiping with the
Charles Woodson. I said I'm taking Charles Woodson.
The head point of the conversation was talking about niggas being better than Deion Sanders. And then when niggas didn't bring up Champ, they all better than Deion fucking Sanders. So why the fuck it matter?
What's this guy?
I think I think Champ the only nigga better than Deion Sanders. I think Champ is the only nigga better than Deion Sanders. Champ is the only nigga better than Deion Sanders.
But I've already said
Charles Woodson's not better than Deion.
I'm about to say Charles Woodson.
Charles is better than Revis.
He's not.
And they all better than Deion. I don't care to be better than Revis Swiper. They all better than
But what do we?
Deion.
Hold on. What do we? Hold on. Now here's the thing though. Here's what we confused that. What are we saying? They're better because we listen as a complete corner. I'll be real with you. As a complete corner, yeah, Deion not as a complete corner. Deion is not the greatest complete corner. And we talking about just coverage, nigga. Charles Woodson as a coverage corner is not fucking with Champ, Revis, those prime years of Nnamdi, Deion. Like as a cover corner, Champ was so great because he did so much. Hold on, but Champ was so great because he did so much on top of him being a damn decent cover corner. That's why he was so great. Charles did so much.
I'm not gonna lie. No cap. No bullshit.
But he's not my top 5 cover corners, not Charles. I'm sorry.
When it comes to coverage corners, Deion is not a top 5 coverage corner ever. At all.
Nah, I can't. No.
I ain't going for that. I am begging y'all.
For that.
All of the fucking there are literally clips, videos of showing Deion in coverage every year in his prime, his DPOY years. Go watch that.
So Darryl Green's a better corner than him then?
Please go.
Darryl Green top 5 though. I'm not mad if
please,
say Darryl Green.
Bro, just go watch
cover corner. Darryl Green top 5.
I am begging y'all. Just it's on YouTube. You can type on 1997 Deion's targets, and they showed all the angles of niggas guarding him. Please, bro, watch.
My dad hates me. Is over here glazing. Please, I haven't lost at all. I made great arguments. I think I clearly think. But me and J. Rob already had a discussion. Please, I think all around pound for pound, I think the best corners ever all around pound for pound are Champ and Charles Woodson. I've been consistent on this. I don't think Revis is not talk because you.
If we just talk about cover corner, Champ Bailey is the greatest cover corner of all time to me. Like pound pound, we talking about lace him up, just me and you 1-on-1s. You're not doing nothing with me.
Now
we start going on the line of other cover corners. Yeah, but as complete corners, it's a whole conversation for complete corners. Because Charles Woodson is greatest complete corner of all time to me. Like complete. We talking about tackling. We talking about ball skills. We talking about press. All that shit. Charles is number one for me.
This is
everything.
Listen, I'm genuinely
Charles Woodson. But what year was Charles Woodson when he won DPOY? What year was he?
2010.
2010. Was that his 12th year in the league or something like that?
He won in 09.
I know, but that his 12th year in the league?
One of them. Yeah, it was something like that. He got crazy longevity. So this is a genuine question.
Yeah, his Oakland years and his Green Bay years, 2 different careers. What's the Hall of Fame?
Y'all actually believe that Deion is a better coverage corner than prime Stephon Gilmore?
Yeah.
Y'all dead ass. I'm not gonna lie. Just go watch it, bro. Just go. I beg. I am
Trent, what you be looking at?
No.
You looking at when Deion knows and senses that he's matched you like forced athletically because Deion, he was in his playbook, bro. So he was really reading the quarterback. If he know that you're not no threat to him, Deion even used to tell you, bro.
Answer that question.
Like, if you are no threat to me, beat me deep, bro. I'm not gonna just play you like that, bro.
I hear what you're saying, and it's all I say was again, there are multiple videos on YouTube of all his targets in his prime years, his DPO. Just go watch that shit back, bro. Because there is no motherfucking way we're saying Deion Sanders coverage corner wise is top 5 because he's not. It's not. There's too many corners that have came into this game. Way too many corners. Top of the top corner coverages. We're talking about coverage ability that he's in this conversation. It's too much. No fucking way. It's not possible. I'm telling y'all, bro. Just go watch it. Y'all are gonna change your minds. I'm fucking telling y'all. I've been saying this shit. I've been telling early for this shit for the past 4 months about Deion.
So basically, you're also the
he number 3 cover corner all time, bro. Number 3 cover corner all time, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
So basically, also true, Trent, because of age. You're saying like Night Train Lane and Mike Hayes and them, they played too far long ago, so they just can't be in the conversation because they played in eras.
The nigga who was clotheslining niggas?
Mel Blunt.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Mel
like you're saying none of them count because of where they were in the era.
No.
Yep. Trent barely get a 90s credit. 80s and 70s, he done with them. He's so done with them.
Trent already said college football started in 2000.
I didn't say it started. I said
you can tell the story of college football.
No.
From 2004.
Let me
go enjoy my girl birthday.
Trent, do you enjoy being a casual about stuff like that?
I'm not a casual. I know about it.
No, you are. If you're telling me that the 1980s and 90s in college football is irrelevant.
Who said that? Nobody said that.
What did you say?
I'm going to explain that. Just quickest explanation. We was talking about college football Mount Rushmores, and Bama wanted to put Steve McNair on that because he was one of the best HBCU greats.
Yep.
I'm like, no, because in college football for a top 5, or top 4, there's way more people in college football that's way like for a college football Mount Rushmore that belong on there, like a Tim Tebow, like a Reggie Bush. There are multiple players that will get on there more than. It's not a diss to him, but he got passed up.
So you're just saying top 4 period ever, like players ever.
You said what?
You're saying that argument was about the top 4 players.
We're talking about it was because I don't know
Mount Rushmore.
Remember last year, Swiper, when everybody was doing like Mount Rushmores, people were doing music, people were doing TV shows, black sitcoms, all type. A college football Mount Rushmore had came up. And I saw somebody, it was like Tim Tebow, Reggie Bush, I think somebody put like Johnny Manziel, and it was somebody else. And then we had the conversation about it. Ben wasn't feeling it. He wanted to give love at HBCU. I just don't think that he deserved it on that. He got passed up.
He had 5,500
I understand that. When you're talking about
HBCU.
college football, I don't even like Tim Tebow. You know how I feel about Tim Tebow. I don't even think from a QB perspective for college football, he's top 10. But for college football, that nigga is literally the number 1 for Mount Rushmore. Like, we're not talking about just QB play. Obviously, Steve McNair is a better quarterback than Tim Tebow. But when you're talking about college football, Mount Rushmore, when you think of college football,
you was talking about putting the young niggas on there like Joe Burrow and them.
When you think of college football,
I agree with Tim Tebow. I told you I agree with Bo. I told you I agree with Bo. But y'all was talking about was putting the young niggas up there. Niggas was talking about Johnny Manziel, Joe Burrow.
Johnny Manziel. No. Because
I'm not putting them over. I'm not putting them over because
the reason why Johnny Manziel,
when it comes to a Mount Rushmore, the reason why you need every decade up there for its representation to see where college football came from. Like, you got to know that Steve McNair, again, it's history. So if we see a four-headed figure, and even though whatever you say, he don't deserve to be up there, it was more people up there. No, it's going to tell a story. They're going to be like, hey, who is this? Hey, man, once upon a time, college football didn't allow black players to play at these schools you see today.
You're right.
Alabama, Texas, all of that.
100%.
So these dudes had to go to Alcorn. Now,
100%.
Granted, they had to go to these small schools, but this guy right here, he put up all world numbers at that school. Like, it wasn't like, because if you go look at the college, if you go look at the HBCU, I'm a realist about HBCUs. You go look at them HBCU quarterback, them niggas passed for 1,400 yards, 2,100 yards.
He went crazy. But here's the problem. It's a phenomenal story, and nobody's discrediting that. But again, for a college football Mount Rushmore, we're talking about the perspective in the whole landscape of college football. He's not going to be on there, respectfully. And he was a great quarterback. Nobody's denying the shit he did.
Walter Payton didn't have any say in that conversation?
You said what?
Walter Payton didn't have any say in that conversation?
You want to say that? Cool. Like that.
I mean, but he was the greatest running back ever at the time, though.
Yeah, which I can understand that. Like, all I'm saying is we're talking, because we had this conversation last year. We're talking about the college, like Johnny Manziel is going to be talked about in a college football Mount Rushmore more than Steve McNair. Literally, he was a fucking icon.
Who's the 4 best college football players ever, though?
You said what?
Who's the 4 best college football players ever?
That because mine was, what's his name? I think Cam is undisputed the best college football player to ever do it. I have Reggie in there. You said I have like Reggie in there. I think the Ndamukong Suh is like, I think Ndamukong Suh is my 4th, actually. How
was Archie Griffin out there if you want to back-to-back Heismans?
Yeah.
You said he's
how was Herschel Walker not there? Yeah,
he's there, but I don't think he's in the top 4. Like, he's there.
Herschel was better than everybody you just named for the most part. Herschel's college football run was probably the greatest individual player that's ever played football.
You think
like, that's not even a troll either. Like, I think like if you actually watch how he played at Georgia,
Bo Jackson.
But Bo wasn't even good as Herschel was.
You got Barry Sanders.
Better than Herschel.
You have Barry Sanders. Like,
I mean, Barry was good at OSU, but like he wasn't considered Herschel in them.
Eagles Nation. If they gonna say that Steve McNair in college was talked about like an icon, then man, hey,
he almost won the Heisman.
Yeah.
He almost won the Heisman.
He finished like 3rd that year.
He was a legend. He was a legend.
The HBCU Heisman, something like that, right?
No. The Heisman in general.
Yeah, he got nominated for the Heisman.
He got nominated. I thought he could say he won the Heisman. So.
Nah, so the two HBCU finishes that finished higher ever, I believe, and Jack can correct me if I'm wrong. It was Steve McNair and Walter Payton both almost won the Heisman, the actual Heisman from an HBCU, which obviously is extremely unheard of. But that they were historically
like they put up.
All I'm saying is, like, Steve McNair is a legend. He's there. He's not more of a college football legend than Johnny Manziel.
I mean, yeah, Johnny just.
We're talking about.
I don't think like polarizing. He's not more polarizing than Johnny Manziel.
Well, 2012 to 14, Johnny Manziel.
From a worldwide perspective of college football, it's not that nigga Johnny Manziel might be the biggest icon in college football, damn near outside of Tim Tebow.
He could be. He could be. He really could be.
Like literally. And yes, 1 year can solidify you. It's college football. Niggas have different type of careers and paths they have, bro. Yes, 100%. Because Johnny Manziel in 2012 took the world by landscape. Not just college football.
Would you say that did Cam Newton or maybe because he won? Was he a greater like?
See, it's tough,
I think Cam Newton.
I think Lamar. I think Robert Griffin.
But Tim Couch was a 4-year legend.
I think Johnny Manziel. I think Lamar is 100,000% better than Johnny Manziel. Man. I'm just talking about just being a worldwide icon, bro. Just about college football. But
in terms of college football, though, like to me, like if you're including Tim Couch in that conversation, then. Because Tim Couch was like a legend at Nebraska. He was like the face of college football. No, I'm saying he was the face of college football. That is true.
That's fine. Oh yeah,
obviously he wasn't good.
Marty, yeah, that's fine too. That's another in the top 4. That's a college. Reggie Bush is stamped top 4 in the college football. Mount Rushmore. He's stamped. That's
the most slept on. Because we should probably do this list too. As we don't have much to talk about. Because obviously that game's going to be a wash next week. The most slept on great player that I remember of that era is Adrian Peterson, because I think Adrian Peterson was.
You remember he broke his collarbone. He kept getting hurt after his freshman year. That might be the greatest freshman year for a running back.
I know.
But I think in college, I think in college though, Darren McFadden a better running back than Adrian Peterson.
I wholeheartedly disagree, but Darren McFadden is one of my favorite players ever.
Those might be the greatest 3 years for a running back in college.
I'm gonna keep looking at it later. I've been saying, because I know we just recently. I've been saying this shit about the older guys. I just think they get past them. That's obvious. That's it.
Well, Herschel Walker played in the 80s though, so
I think evolution does slow down, but I just think the guys.
No, but I'm saying, but Trent, Herschel Walker to this day is.
He's still one of the best to ever do it, for sure.
Yeah, but in terms of athlete wise, he's a top 4 or 5 athlete ever at the position.
But that's why there's certain people that you're going to talk about.
Jim Brown, same thing.
There's certain people. Again,
Archie Griffin, also an elite athlete.
I promise you will never hear me talk about the 60s and 70s. But somebody like Jim Brown, I can entertain it because I see he's one of the players that I entertain it. But like
Jim Thorpe,
like I told people, history.
But again, I'm saying,
Jackson,
these are all
Jim Brown, Jim Thorpe. Them was the only 3 NFL players to ever compete or win a decathlon. A decathlon is when you go do all 10 events in track, bro. Even the mile.
I feel like this, right? Because I just from
Kareem doing basketball,
because I feel like when it comes to y'all in the basketball, because I think basketball is obviously more skilled than football.
Yeah, people sleep on Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson is hell of a football player.
I think basketball is obviously more skilled than football, but it's just like when it comes to like the football shit, bro. I'm talking football. It's like I'm 90s and up, and I'll sprinkle a little bit of 80s. Outside of that, bro, and certain players from like the 70s, maybe like an OJ or some shit. But like, bro, outside of that, it's 90s and up.
Yeah, OJ was tough too.
But you don't believe that though, because Randy Moss played at Marshall, and I can say easily he's one of the best receivers ever in college football.
He's a demigod. He's the best receiver to ever play football.
No.
Yes. He's the best receiver to ever play football.
I think if Calvin, matter of fact, you telling me like college lore, Andre Johnson's college lore was nuts.
He probably was crazy
because the way he got talked about, bro.
Yeah, he probably was because
he was 6'5", fast, 230, super aggressive too.
Like AJ Brown and shit. Yeah, he probably was.
Peter Ward was another one. He was crazy.
I know.
Peter Ward was tough though. Peter Ward was tough.
Who's the dude that played for Washington? Santana Moss was crazy.
Yeah, I heard the shit that my dad be saying about Peter Ward. I know the lore about Peter Ward, so it's like I get it, I understand it. So I was like, when talking about college football, Mount Rushmore, like. I respect the players from back then. I respect what.
No, you don't, because Greg Jones is all time great talent too. You ain't know who that is.
Rephrase what I'm saying. I respect what Steve McNair and them niggas were doing because they weren't allowed to go to certain schools. So yeah, I respect it.
Warren Moon,
Mount Rushmore. I'm not sorry, bro. I'm not hearing like I can't.
So you're anti HBCU is what you're saying.
No, I'm not. You want to say to me? If you want to say because people later me, I'm anti pre-90s football. Yeah, I am.
But you're not though. At the same time, you're also not.
Huh? What you mean?
Because Herschel played in the 80s.
I fuck with Herschel Walker.
Archie played in the 80s and
There's
70s.
certain people I'll talk about in the 80s. Certain people. I'm talking about the entire era of that football. I'm pre-90s and up. That's just how I view the game. Because I think, if I'm being real, I think the football before that is kind of ass.
OJ played in 68. You also agree OJ is on that.
I said certain players, and I'll talk about a Jim Brown. I'll talk about an OJ Simpson. I'll talk about certain players in that shit. But
Marcus Allen ain't there?
For what?
But you know how many names we're listing now at this point? Bro, Marcus at USC was a
He was. I seen it because what's his name?
Brother. Marcus
had his
Allen
brother
at
on.
USC.
Emma had his
Yeah, we
brother
had his
on.
brother on.
Emma
bro.
had his brother on.
He probably was telling you the truth. Marcus was looked at as like
So the
not
thing about it,
Alvaro.
Marcus Allen actually played quarterback coming out of high school. Quarterback and safety. But when he went to USC, he was behind Ronnie Lott and Dennis Smith. So his freshman year, all three running backs got hurt. And they had Marcus was such an imposing talent because he's 6'3", 220, and this is back in the 70s.
Yep.
So they put him at running back. Rest is history, bro.
Look,
and by the way, this is why Trent, I think you just need to adjust your language. Because if I brought up like even right here, you didn't even say 20 Dorsett and Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell was an absolute nightmare.
Earl Campbell was a great back. I don't think he's better than some of these backs that we're talking about.
He'd be an RB1 now. He might be the best. If he came out now, he might be RB1 in the draft.
Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams.
He's a phenomenal power back. But when we're talking about the best running backs as a whole, he's not there anymore.
Herschel Walker right now, tell me I'm lying, would be the number one back off the board.
You talking about right now? Like
right now, today.
Okay. Like
he ran 4.34.
Okay. Well, but in a stacked running back draft class, he's not number one.
Bo Jackson. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
No, the only. Let me hear you lie. Let me hear you lie. You're telling me the draft that Bijan Robinson came out, Herschel Walker wouldn't be the number one overall pick in that draft at running back? Trent, I'm gonna call you the N-word. I'm gonna call you N-word. I'm gonna call you N-word. You're lying. You're lying.
Put the camera on my face.
That is tough though.
Tough.
No. Only thing I'm just saying is Bijan. I gotta respect Bijan though. Herschel, the true
Herschel was a demon.
Bijan.
Bro, Herschel is a better athlete than Bijan, dog. In the 70s, in the 80s.
Hey, you think
Bo Jackson also is a better athlete?
You think Herschel Walker going over Saquon?
Saquon, but I remember I said, well, you didn't know me. Saquon is probably the most talented running back prospect ever. He's going, but Saquon's. But by the way, Saquon's also going over Reggie Bush. So like, I think that highly of Saquon.
Okay,
but Bijan ain't Saquon.
Well, Saquon is like the only generational running back we ain't had in the past 10 years too. So, for its NFL draft.
I'm saying, look.
Well, I mean, Todd was, but then knee injury kind of took him out.
I think there's selective players that you can talk about.
Nick Chubb should not have fallen to the second round. That was ridiculous.
He shouldn't have, but it is what it is. But I think there are selective players you can talk about from the era, which is whatever is cool. But like I said,
Trent, lie to me again. You think Barry Sanders isn't going over Jeremiah Love and them this year?
I mean, Barry Sanders, Louis.
Yeah. Over them.
I said, I named 4 people though, and at this point, it's a conversation with at least 2 of them, and I think 2 are objectively better. I think Herschel Walker and Barry are going number 1. Herschel Walker's also going number 1 in this draft.
Okay, say if you say that. That has nothing to do with my point. Because
it does. You dismissing these errors. I'm reading you the errors.
Oh, you're not. Because Swiper, I literally said we're talking about the errors. So what are you saying, bro?
What are you talking about?
What are you not understanding?
I'm naming these are 70 players you say you're not counting.
Hold on. Because you switched because when we were talking about college football, we were talking about Mount Rushmore. I never said Herschel Walker went shit. Herschel Walker is a fucking demon. All I'm saying is, and even a college football perspective, even to me, we talking about the best college football running backs to ever do it. I don't think he's top 3 anymore. I don't think he's top 5.
You're a clown.
I'm not a clown. I think there's running backs that have.
If we're doing college football, you're saying Archie Griffin, who won back-to-back Heisman, is not in the conversation.
That was great. It's a great feat. It's an elite feat.
He's the only one to ever do it.
I know.
It's like 1,700 yards too, bro. Like,
in the 70s.
For sure. Crazy, bro.
Bro, give him Georgia's offensive line right now, bro. You're gonna hear some stories.
Yeah. And I can. He was doing witchcraft, and I feel like them other running backs can do witchcraft and that same shit too. Because nigga, it's a run heavy era, but it like let's not act like niggas. If a nigga's athletically dominating over a nigga, they have a pure advantage. When you watch Jim Brown play, he has a clearly advantage over the niggas he's running over.
He's
and
still
running
got
by.
an advantage today.
Yeah, he'll still have an advantage.
No, but it wouldn't be that much of an athletic advantage though. It wouldn't be.
But Jim Brown was he was a monstrous athlete. He was an Olympic level athlete, dog.
Exactly.
I don't know.
That's why I said
the only error I'll probably give you.
So wait, you think Anthony Thomas would be a better running back than 99% of the running backs in the 70s?
Trolling shit. You trying to troll, bro? I'm saying again. We know that's why I'm cool with Nick Bama talking about.
Chad, he said Michael James will win the Heisman in the 1970s.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. But bro, I just think that a lot of these running back, just a lot of just skilled players in general. Like, I get it. Like, they did in the 70s, 80s, and NFL. I get it, understandably. I just feel like, personally, like, for example, like, not even a lot. Sorry, you talk about the John Elway shit a lot, bro. Like, talk about the John Elway shit.
But I don't know how you.
Y'all be tripping.
Swiper, I've literally seen tweets of you saying if John Elway was in today's era, he'd be the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, but I would though, bro. Like,
hold on, Bama, hold on. I think the thing that you miss in all these conversations is maybe because I'm associated with Denver, so therefore you forget. But I'm talking to you the same way I'm talking about Herschel. I'm talking about John. I don't think you realize that John Elway, the only comps for him for players since coming out from a talent standpoint have been Andrew Luck and Trevor Lawrence. Well, I don't think Trevor Lawrence fits that either.
My dad is an NFL coach. I know all the shit.
No, I'm not talking. But your father, hey, you know what you need to do?
I literally know.
Me, and your father need to call you on a three-way and explain to you that John Elway is a 1% level QB talent ever.
Yeah, and he was trying to use his dad tax. His dad don't agree with them nonsense.
You know what I'm saying? No. He doesn't. I know. I be arguing with my dad all the time. I'm saying all the shit that niggas be saying about these older players. I know every.
So, Chad, y'all hear how crazy Trent is? He will argue with an NFL coach.
Nigga, that's my dad. I'm gonna argue with him. I've been arguing since I was in diapers.
That's the problem right there. That's why you are the way you are right now. That's the reason why you are the way you are. That affects. Send me your dad's number right now.
I got you. I will. But look, I just think the players can translate. Nobody's saying he couldn't translate. All I'm saying is when we're playing in today's era, I feel like, people.
Okay, but just drink more water. He's saying Aaron. Okay, even if I give you Aaron Rodgers, I want you to realize you're also talking about one of the 5 best quarterbacks ever, and saying
John Elway better than Lamar Jackson.
Bro, John, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you gave John Elway a modern coaching system, modern nutrition, he'd be the best in the world right now. Best in the world right now. I just answered. I already answered your question. He'd be the best quarterback in the world right now. Right now. You don't realize this. People look at this numbers. You realize John Elway played in the Dan Reeves system where they were using a 2 halfback system where they didn't throw the damn ball? And he had no receivers to throw through. And he went to 3 Super Bowls with that team. Yeah, he'd be better. He'd be the best. He'd be the best.
You talking about the system Jerry Rice put all them numbers up in receiver too?
So if we're saying that,
hey, matter of fact, Bama, swap him with Joe Montana and hear the stories. Hear the stories about what would have been the San Francisco.
Look, drink more water, and that's all. And drink more water. That's all I'm saying, bro. He will be better, but not the best in the world. That's all I'm saying.
He would be the best. But Trent, the reason why I don't talk to you about the best in the world, you said Mahomes was the best in the world, even though he's been garbage the last 2 years. You think that. You think that. I said Lamar's been better, and you were arguing with me all summer.
He's not better than Lamar.
Yes, he is.
He's not better than Josh Allen.
Exactly. See, this is what I'm saying. That would have been spooky. Give him an elite system and see what would have happened.
I think Joe Montana gets gas too, because you said that shit. I think he gets overrated too.
What's wrong, Bama?
No, nothing. I'm just.
She sent you the DM?
Yeah.
You said swipe John Elway and Joe Montana.
After all that, Swiper, that's what you're gonna say to me?
I think you're tripping, Trent. But again, Trent, there's no convincing you because you are a Gen Z full and full. So you think you know ball?
Is trash compared to Elway's throw.
And the thing is, every historically great coach you could think about, if you asked them about John Elway, they would all say the same thing. That's why I don't have to argue with you anymore, because I know for a fact the players all said this about John. The coaches all said this about John.
You got to use players instead of you just watching yourself and just having.
No. I'm saying I think Trent. The issue is you watching him and then being like, okay, look at his numbers. But you also don't realize he played in the most efficient QB system in the world, which is why him and Dan Reeves had issues for 10 years. They didn't get along. And then all of a sudden, Bama, Mike Shanahan pops up on scene. It's like, damn. But he's also 33, 34, in the 90s, by the way, playing in the Shanahan system. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, you give him McCaffrey, you give him Rod Smith, you give him Terrell Davis, and you can't beat him. I think the issue with you is you tax John Elway for things that actually weren't up to him. I think talent-wise, he is one of the premier talents ever.
I don't tax them all. My problem is, maybe my problem. Look, before we leave, my problem is when it comes to these older generation and older players in general. I feel like sometimes today, niggas just get the respect and they rank players where they used to be at, that they're not there anymore. For example, Joe Montana for decades was a top 2 quarterback to ever play the game. To me, once Peyton Manning came into the game, and you already have Tom Brady, who niggas established him being the GOAT, and you have Patrick Mahomes, and you have Aaron Rodgers. There's no way now we're still having a conversation of Joe Montana being a top 2 quarterback. Just to me personally, and I feel like
you have to name them within their era, though, because I think the thing that becomes disingenuous is the eras have expanded and moved forward. The numbers, quarterbacks, like the accuracy, everything is going to be inflated differently. Drew Brees is not a better quarterback than John Elway to me. I know the number. I think the issue is he didn't have the benefit of playing in the system in the era Drew Brees played in. I think the issue that I'm running into with you is Dan Marino. If you give him a Sean Payton system, no. If you gave Dan Marino, you gave John Elway, you gave. Matter of fact, hold on. Matter of fact, can I know this? Because you're gonna say this. Bama. I'm talking to Bama.
Talk to me.
Bama. If Randall Cunningham played now, if he played today, do you know the numbers he would be putting up right now? Because Randall, he saved the Eagles. Yeah, Randall saved them, and then he went to the Vikings and saved them. Okay, and this is the 90s.
So hold on. All right.
And he was a horse.
No, but hold on. Here's my thing, though, right? Because you brought up Drew Brees.
Longest punt in NFL history.
And you brought up, that throw he made was crazy. I forgot one of them shits. It was crazy. My thing is, from an all-time, you talking about winning keeps them up there. Winning is not the end all be up. So that's just how I feel about it. But when you look at an all-time perspective from Drew Brees and John Elway, then I'm just on some real shit. It's gonna sound like I'm hating. There's no way from an all-time career standpoint you're taking John Elway. It's not possible. It's not possible. You can look at the whole totality of the player, the skill, what they did in the NFL.
Yeah, I'm taking John. It's not even a question.
And you know what's so crazy about that, Swiper?
Not even a question.
You was just talking about the
longevity. I'll take Peyton Manning too. Not even a question. I'll take Aaron Rodgers over Drew Brees.
Yeah, I'm taking all them niggas over John Elway, so it don't matter. But here's the thing.
That's because you don't know ball. That's because you don't know ball.
No, it's because they're all different. That's different.
Wait. Hey, by the way, if Warren Moon played in the 2010, he wouldn't be a top 3 quarterback in the league, top 4 quarterback in the league?
No.
All right, y'all. Hey, yo. Get it out the mud.
Out the mud.
Get it out the mud. Randall Cunningham, Warren Moon, John Elway. Think about if they had the 2020s and the coaching they have now. You want to see, if matter of fact, Trent, Bama, John Elway in the Detroit Lions system. Oh my gosh.
I will pray to see you.